We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me tonight. We got a lot to do. Woo! If you're catching this on the replay, we appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Oh, I hear Lilia barking. I hear my dog Lilia barking. You're like, hey, hey. She has to go out there and tell the neighbor dogs what's going on. Appreciate you guys being here. Got work to do. Always good to have people join me while I work, while I slave away. Oh, my dog Lily's outside. Feel free to say hi, ask questions. Now I gotta figure out where I want to do this at. Dennis in the house. Yes, Dennis, I am here. We're doing some deboning. Yeah, I'm gonna do a late one tonight. I got busy kind of watching TV a little bit. And I haven't done any late ones in a while. Lorelai's gonna be home in a little bit. So she's been kind of wanting to, you know, do a live stream. You're back in the live streaming with me. Crystal Lynn, how are you? Crystal Lynn, it's been a while. Good to see you. Make sure this camera's all the way out. Debone, wow, that's right. Deboning, buddy. Deboning. It's the only way to go, right? I have to carry you guys around with me a little bit, get you set up. I got to get my supplies ready for deboning. So, got to decide how I'm going to do the deboning tonight. Crystal Lynn, how are you? Been doing? Hope you've been doing well. I think I'm going to use some of these smaller bags. We don't seem to use a lot of these. I'm going to use some of these smaller bags tonight. Guys need some peanut butter? I got peanut butter if you need peanut butter, by the way. Microwave cover, gotta get that out of the way. Oh shit. Well, all right, it's gonna be a bigger challenge than I thought because I screwed up. I screwed up big time. I thought I turned the burner off. Apparently I didn't. I left it on low. Dang it. So I made a big mistake. Still living the dream, Crystal Lynn says. That's great. Everybody said hello to Crystal Lynn. Thank you for the thumbs up. Well, crap. I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Now I'm gonna have to work extra hard now. So Crystal Lynn is still living the dream, Dennis. Dang it. I gotta think about how I want to do this now because I screwed up. Lorelai says she's on her way home. All right, so they're short or slow there. Nice. Maybe I can use this. Dang it. I screwed up. Dang it. Oh, I made a bad mistake. So, Lady Pack, Mrs. Pack is on her way home to join us tonight. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Well, when you live in a hernia hair in Alberta, you have to learn to love the BS. Yes, you gotta love the BS. Hi, I'll see you guys in a bit. Lorelai says, what did I do? Well, Lorelai, I screwed up. I thought I turned the burner off to the turkey. Instead, I turned it on low, so it's still hot. And that's gonna make it more difficult for me to debone hot meat. Alberta, Canada is where Crystal Lynn's from. Crap. I want to get this done tonight, so I'm going to try to separate some of this. Lorelai, the wife, says she's on her way home, so that's good. Yeah, I burned the LV purse. The LV purse is gone. It's disappeared. It's non-existent. You got that right, Dennis. Dennis, I got a feeling if I burned her LV purse, she would probably serve me with divorce papers. I think, let me get some of this moved. So I gotta get it in the freezer. Sometimes I think the women folk love their purses more than us, Dennis. So I know you bought one or two of those purses in your lifetime. Well, here's the turkey that's frozen. So I'm gonna put this. All right. So how is Crystal Lynn doing in Alberta? That's in Canada, Dennis, if you didn't know where that was. So yeah, I need to. So what I do, if you don't know, is Lily, our wiener dog, gets a lot of special treatment. We cook her turkey and chicken and beef sometimes for dog food. And what I do is I boil a turkey down, and then I debone it and I put it in little freezer bags and I freeze it and I take out what I need every week. Now I'm tired. Every week so that I can, watch out, Lily. So I have enough to feed her, you know, and it doesn't go bad because it's been in the freezer. Is kind of what I do. So I cycle through. I have the bags kind of labeled. So I have the bags kind of labeled. So I know which is old. So I make sure that I always use up the older stuff first is what I do. Dennis, you guys, I don't know, did you guys see the video I did about the immigration stuff? I thought I was a true warrior. The good thing is, though, when you cook this a long time, it really falls off the bone, and that's what I'm looking for. I wanted to pull off the bone easily, so I don't got to work it very hard. But yes, Dennis, Lorelai is already in the throes of planning her next purchase, her next LV purse. I think she's got one eyeballed for the spring for her birthday. So I hate doing this. It's one of the messiest jobs I have in the kitchen. I hate doing it. So I guess I should do that. Or maybe I should do it the other way. Maybe I'll leave the meat in the plastic container. And Lily, my dog, is sitting right next to me on the floor just drooling. Just drooling. Which I guess is all right. Looks like the wife just arrived. She's out in the garage. Doggy's in the house. How are you, doggy? Good to see you. What's going on in your world? Thank you for the thumbs up. Yep. Garage door just opened, so Lorelai just got home. Lily's barking because she knows she's going to get a treat. When Lorelai comes, we always give our dog Lily a treat when we come in the house. So our dog Lily really likes it when we leave, and she likes it when we come back because she gets extra food, extra treats. There you go. That looks like a shark back. Woo-hoo. Right? What's so pretty? Me? I know. Oh, yeah. Our house is a mess. We're starting to decorate for Christmas. We're way behind. We're usually done, long done by this time, but we've been busy. Well, that was birthday. That's what I mean. So we've been busy. And so we're way behind on Christmas decoration. The house is a mess. We're going to get it all finished up tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's Sunday here in my part of the world. Kind of a cold weekend. Not horribly cold, but kind of cold. Ken's in the house. Hello. I am late, but you missed the Big Ten. I did. Who won? I didn't watch it because I forgot about it. Ken, who won? Lorelai's home, just got home. I'm deboning a turkey for my dog Lily. It's what we feed her. 6.5 hours? Well, better than none. Well, that's good. Last time it's like 11. Then is Lorelai's home. I forgot to turn the burner off. I put it on low instead of turning it off, so it's still hot. It was a good game. Indiana won 13-10. Wow.
How much is the gas we're paying now?
What?
Because you said you forgot to turn off the
it cost us $5 million.
The hottie in the house.
Well, I like the fact that Indiana won. I think that's good.
So that's you screwed up? Why Dennis said I screwed up my LB?
No, he said that. Would you read the comments? It's right there's the iPad.
Yay, Lorelai just got home. I just got here too. Hello, David. Lorelai. Hello, everybody.
James Robinson in the house.
I-
James, my
I
friend.
tried to get extra money.
Lorelai just got off work. She wasn't out partying. She was actually working overtime this weekend so that she can buy another LV. Oh shit, that's hot. LV in the spring. Well, it is, but I need to get it done. So
That is so.
yeah, Dennis is in the house. Yeah, the turkey's hot. You got that right, Dennis. James, how are you? How's things in California, buddy? We appreciate you. I did a video about the dual citizenship thing. I did a bunch of research on it, and I made a video about it, James. What I'll say simply is nobody needs to worry about that. That's dual citizenship ban or whatever you want to call it. It's never going to pass. The proposed bill for getting rid of dual citizenship in America, that's never going to pass.
What's the problem about it? They're not effective.
No, there's one senator
Yeah.
or congressman who I think wants to be popular and he's not. So he's come up with this proposal about making nobody be able to be a dual citizen. You're either a U.S. citizen or you're not. So everybody would have to renounce. Now the problem is, economically, it's worth so much money. But like Elon Musk is a dual citizen. Melania Trump, the president's wife, is a dual citizen.
Yeah, that's what it says. Half of the one in the house are
So,
are dual.
Yeah.
There's no fried chicken. It's a turkey.
Fried chicken.
Oh, ask James.
Oh, I know, James. I know, but I don't have any gloves here at the house. Not food grade gloves.
Hey, that's for Lily. That's for not for our food. So I guess Lily likes the juicy on it.
Yeah, we're not eating this. It's for our dog, Lily.
Yeah, before you get bashed there.
That's all right, though. But no, I don't have any food grade gloves, James.
I need that one.
What? Food
The
grade?
gloves. You
do need gloves. Lorelai needs food grade gloves. All right.
You're going to go?
Huh?
So how long are you going to be done here?
A while. Why?
I mean, sitting here?
Well, I got to get the turkey deboned.
Okay.
You want to give me more turkey? Bring the thingy over. There's a tong right there, and then I got to bag it up in these small bags.
I can finish that one if you want.
No, I'll do it while I'm talking. James, Lorelai, any fried chicken left? Yes. And maybe right there. Can you scroll up that garage door opening alert? Okay.
Yeah, David must alarm before I will get in the.
Just scroll it up. Leave it alone. There you
Yeah, David can prepare.
go. Do it again.
Hold on. Did you just?
All right.
Look at it.
More turkey, please.
Oh, you done?
Well, that was just breast meat. There's no bone in it. Breast meat. With a little, we don't like to give Lily the skin too much.
No, it's not.
But I give her a little bit because it has fat in it, James. Thank you all for the thumbs up, by the way. All the wonderful. By the way, Rice for Life is going pretty well. Thank everybody for donating to the Rice for Life stuff. I'm already tired. But I got to bag this up. So I got to let it cool off, and I'm going to put it in these little sandwich bags. And then I stick it in the freezer. It's hot. Gotta let that one cool off.
Yeah, I can help you. See, who's the good cook? Without a hand, I can peel shit.
That's because I boiled it for hours. Hey, did you miss some? Look, she missed a piece of meat. You gotta give that to my Lily. What's James saying? Read the James. Read the comment.
Hey, wait a minute, Lorelai. I thought you bought enough Jollibee chicken to last you a while. Hey, all gone.
She ate it all.
Thank you and your wife compliment another nicely.
Doggy says, thank you. I think your wife and you compliment. Yeah, we compliment each other.
Yeah, that's how we compliment.
Yeah.
We shake each other.
He doesn't actually mean like, hey, gee, you got a beautiful shirt on. He means that we get along well. As long as my wife listens to everything I tell her to do, Doggy, things are great. I mean, it's just perfect when she does that.
Thank you and your wife compliment each other nicely. Wow.
And we got to save a little broth and put it in here.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Well, I'm just telling you, you got to have some broth in the turkey meat so it doesn't dry up and it gets a little moist for Lily. Lily is sitting on the ground here just going.
You want to get the big bowl
Yeah, I guess so. We
Good
gotta let
match.
it cool off.
Who is this doggy?
Good match. Yeah, we are a good match.
Of course, we've been married, you know. I give him money
What?
to keep him, you know.
Yeah, she has
That's
to pay
how,
to keep me, man. The only way I stay is because she brings home a paycheck.
Yeah. Say I need to go work extra day overtime so that I can.
Stop. What are you doing? So slow.
Yo, yeah, now it's gonna burn your hand. Hold on, man. You're gonna be burning.
Nah, I'm used to it. I don't have any feelings in my hands anyway.
That's how you don't have a feelings for me?
Yeah, James, we did bring fried chicken home, but we've eaten it all. I don't think there's any left now.
Yeah.
We did learn something. Or I did. Lorelai doesn't know. Are you trying to push me out of the way? Is that what this is?
Say that again. What you learned that I don't know?
Oh, I learned something that Lorelai doesn't know. I don't get my hat dirty.
What?
The mashed potatoes at Jollibee are not real.
Ah, okay.
They're instant mashed potatoes. So if you're going to bring home food from Jollibee, don't bring home the mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Because if you put them in the freezer and try to reheat them, it does not work. They actually completely separate and turn into this weird, gooey, gluey looking crap. They don't work. So mashed potatoes from Jollibee are instant ones like KFC and everybody else too. But the chicken freeze is okay. The chicken freeze is okay. The good thing is if James wants Jollibee, he got Jollibee not too far from him. James can go eat Chow King and Jollibee anytime he wants. And he's got a seafood city.
Where all the people now? Where have you? You're sleeping now? You don't even say you go goodbye?
Yeah, it's a little late. James likes that. But James has it good. He can go.
It's cold in there, James?
In California? Well, where he lives, it's cold.
Where's that doggy came from?
Ask him.
Doggy.
You can ask
You
questions.
will be get a charcoal because they say you're naughty.
Okay, get out of the way.
You're down there?
I'll figure it out.
It's NYC, 100 miles away.
From New York City. NYC's New York City. Nobody wants to live there.
That's what I'm saying. Where he is now. Jollibee is in NYC, 100 miles away.
Oh, there's a Jollibee in New York City. I believe that.
But it says in 100 miles away. That's kind of far. So it's not in New York. That's across the state.
Yeah, we don't have any. We have to drive 5 hours to get to one in Texas. But there are several in Florida now. Orlando, Tampa, Miami. And
see, it's in the Massachusetts. Oh, the Six Flags.
Six Flags.
Whatever that six. Yeah, the one that you ride. Whatever that thing.
In Massachusetts?
I guess so.
You mean like a fairground or something? Yeah. I don't think so. They're famous for like chowder. You know, like how I like chowder.
This one is your chowder?
And that's a turkey neck. Put it in and let it cool off so I can debone it. Don't make a mess. Why are you always making a mess? You know how hard I have to work to clean up the house?
Ken, I'm muted, but I have CC running on Google so I can somewhat keep up right now. The Zoom group is discussing the Lou game and the CFP.
College footballs.
Six Flags, New England, in 20 miles from me. See? He
I,
knows it.
I didn't know there was one.
Now you know.
Ken does live streams using like Zoom, like Zoom calls or something. He does something with Zoom stuff. I've only done Zoom stuff with business.
It's only
Ooh, that turkey neck is hot.
8:46 p.m. here in Pacific time.
Yeah, James is not. That's why I wanted to come in a little late. We haven't been able to catch James a lot because we go so early, and he's busy during the day. So.
Yeah, from California.
Yeah.
Ontario, California.
See, turkey necks have a lot of meat. You just got to be willing to peel it off. See all
I used to
meat?
eat that chicken neck when I was way young.
So you can get a lot of meat off of turkey necks. You got to be careful not to put any bones in here.
So where's Dennis now? How's Dennis doing now?
He's probably hanging out with some girl.
Jeez, is that a new girl?
He's always got new girls.
Or like 47 here, 42 here.
Is that all of the turkey?
Yeah.
Man, that thing didn't make a lot of meat at all.
Is that the whole one?
Well, it's a small one. The little one we got for free.
Maybe we need to buy a cheaper, different one.
Well, it's the one we got for free.
Maybe we need to buy breast next time.
No, she likes the dark meat. But if we have to. So James, how's everything going?
There's a lot of meat here.
Well, I know you didn't pick it clean like I do.
Really will pick it.
You didn't do a good job.
How are you doing?
Kenesha from New York. How are you, Kenesha?
We're doing.
Oh, here's some more skinny fat. But I forgot what I was going to say. So if anybody's worried about that dual citizenship stuff, don't. I'm an expert in all matters, and I can just tell you don't be. All right. So I do need a little bit of broth.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna finishing this up.
Kenesha's from New York. What are you looking for? There's a label right over there.
What?
Ladle behind you. Scooper, neighbor?
Where?
Right behind you, and the utensil thing that you need.
Behind me? Is it this one?
Look, over where the utensils are. You see that concrete thing that says utensils? There's a juice scooper right there.
Where's the juice?
Well, there's the white one, and there's the orange one.
That's what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for?
Scraper.
No.
Well, I'm the smart one.
That's not what I was looking for.
Well, I told you can do that. See? Look, I can scrape it.
Kenesha's asking what we're doing. Kenesha, yeah, ask
Where?
Lorelai.
Why you just...
Tell her, ask her.
We're removing meat from the turkey.
We're what you call deboning a turkey. This is what we feed our dog, Lily.
So it's okay. David is smashing like that. Maybe it's gross, but it's for the dog. The dog cannot complain. There's no police dog yet. The dog cannot record the camera.
Scraper peeler. That's right, doggy, scraper peeler. But this is what we feed Lily. She's kind of picky, but we're also trying to get her weight down. So our problem with turkey is it's hard to get during the summer. So we bought this freezer behind me so that we can buy a whole bunch of turkeys when they go on sale and put them in the freezer, and then I can cook them up as I go along. But yeah, we break it up because what we've done with our dog Lily is given her a slow feeding bowl.
Here's the neck.
Okay. Yeah, this one didn't. This part of the neck didn't boil down too good. You can't get the meat off of this one. Everything's going fine for James. That's good, man. We're doing pretty good. We're behind on Christmas decorating. We got all the Christmas presents bought. All of that's done. Lorelai's got her very special gift.
By the way, when is the time to put a tree? To start decorating?
So is your question
To
when,
them, not to you.
I know, I'm restating it.
Okay.
So your question is, when should you put your Christmas tree up?
Yeah.
Okay. So anybody out there, Lorelai's asking, when is the appropriate time to put the Christmas tree up? I already know the answer. You know why I know the answer? Come on, say it. Come on, say it. Say it. Come on. I know it hurts you, but say it.
I'm a Filipino.
You know.
I have never seen anyone use a. Hey, James, do you have a problem with me?
It's the Filipino technique, James.
It's not Filipino, it's Lorelai.
Yeah, it's like how they open jars of spoons or cans of spoons.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember
John
John
Ray.
Ray did that?
Yeah, I
Karen's
know how to
husband.
do that.
Oh, good.
I know how to open cans with knife.
Well,
They're
everybody
really
knows
good.
that. Lorelai, will you surprise me? You surprise me.
David is always surprising me. I would think. You know, I'm lazy. It's easy to work smarter, not harder. I don't want to do my nails bad on that one.
That's why I'm here. I'm the smarter part. Lorelai's the working part. Work smarter, not harder. See, I'm the smarter. She's the hard. That's how it works, man.
If you guys never seen a scraper, a turkey, it's not your time.
That's right.
I think it's all good now.
Yeah, everything's good now.
This is for our dog. I repeat, this is for the dog. Okay?
Well, what's wrong with it? We can eat it. What? Are you too good to eat this? We're gonna bag it up like it's dope. You know, it's like it's marijuana. We put it in little baggies. I try to put enough in here for about a week, a little bit less because I don't want it to go bad. I take it out. I add a little juice
Good.
to it.
Lorelai, okay. I get the wishbone.
All right. I didn't even see the
Dumagete.
wishbone. It's probably in the.
Dumagete. Good evening, everyone. Oh, Patrick is here.
Hey, Pat, how are you? The wishbone's probably in the bottom of the pan.
A couple of the countries over there, wild turkey taller than our waistline. Wow, that's like an ostrich. Doing good. Turkey tomorrow. Tom? What? Turkey Tom?
Tom is the turkey, male turkey. Tom the turkey.
Yeah.
So we bag it up. Pat, how are you?
Hey, 1 cent made a turkey price. You know, that's
Suck the air out of it like this, seal it up. Ah, drinking wild turkey. Yeah, I don't like wild turkey, man. It's a little rough for me. It's kind of harsh. Pat's is doing good. Yeah, we're doing good, man.
I'm doing pretty
Lorelai
good.
just got off work.
I
She
see
had to work
some.
overtime today.
All right, we're done.
Yeah. Now we got to bag it.
Hello.
A little juice.
Awesome. Okay.
So Lorelai finally made it home.
Let me get it. Give it quick. I need to get some dishes to clean.
Good, you need to do dishes. We're doing good, guys. We are. We're busy as ever, but.
We're not killing each other yet. Here, there's that. What's that?
Well, I told you left a bunch of meat in there, but you wouldn't listen to me. You got to scrape that thingy. You got to get down to the bottom of that pan and get all the good stuff out. You can't. The good stuff boils down and gets on it. King David, that's me. Remember? Remember the song. Remember the term. I am the Lord and Master of the universe. I am the leader of the pack. Now, look, if you want to get rid of the leader of the pack and make sure he never comes back on YouTube, all I'm looking for is $5 million. We'll get him off the internet. So, making you hungry, is it? I am kind of hungry. I don't know. I don't know if I had dinner tonight. Oh,
No,
Anson,
you don't.
how do you know?
I watch you.
What did you watch me do?
What you do? What
See,
you
she's
do.
spying on me. Lorelai's
Hey,
installed
What
cameras
you
in
think
the house.
this is still a good one? That's one, or you need more?
That's a wing. Let me
Yeah.
fix that. The gizzards, well, they really got cooked down. Nah, you know, that's
Good.
plenty. That's plenty.
Right, Lily, here's Lily. I'm gonna give you.
Lorelai has installed cameras so she can spy on me. That's what wives do, guys. Filipino wives.
I'm making sure that nobody will check in my husband because I paid you.
This is a mess, but it makes my life easier to do this when it comes to feeding Lily. Read the chat.
Oh,
for me,
sorry.
Laura.
Which is the first one? James, continue from Google Lorelei or on the first Sunday of event, with many people waiting until after the Thanksgiving to avoid clashing with the
Yes.
holiday.
Yeah, we try to catch the turkeys on clearance.
While others enjoy the extended festive season by the starting earlier, ultimately the best time is whenever it brings you the most joy.
James.
Whether that's the early November or the Christmas.
Yeah,
Eve.
that's about the Christmas tree. James
Thinking
is-
about what I should cook for Christmas.
You know what? What do we?
Seafood.
Yeah.
Because on New Year we can't do seafood, so that's why I'm gonna have
Yeah.
seafood.
So why? Tell them why you can't have seafood on New Year's.
Because it's a bottom feeder, and if you are human, the whole year will be you're scrolling to the ground looking for food to eat. So it means you're gonna be
So you can't have pork
poor.
either, then, right?
Huh?
And you can't have pork either.
Why? The pork is not a bottom feeder.
Oh yeah, it is. So the theory, I guess, in the
It's
Philippines,
not a wild boar.
in her part of the Philippines, is you can't eat bottom feeders. So like flounder, catfish, seafood, and if you do,
Sure.
that means you're going to be eating low grade food for the whole next year. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to work hard, to scrape, because only the leftover was on the floor, right? So that's how bad, how
Okay.
poor you are to get the food.
So that's for New Year's, but for Christmas you can eat it.
We're doing 13 fruits, not 12.
Yeah.
Hey, 13 is the bonus.
The 13 fruits, that's round fruits. You know how hard it is to find 13 round fruits in the middle
Seafood
part of
oil.
America during the dead winter? And you can't use the same one over and over. And you can't use plastic ones. I was going to buy a set of plastic ones. Apparently that's a no-no.
Yeah, your money will be plastic.
Well, that's what our money is plastic.
It's
Credit
metal.
card. Yeah.
It is a concept to not to eat bottom feeding animal. It will reflect your year.
Yeah.
Okay, 13. I was wrong. Okay.
Yeah, 13 round fruits. And then, of course, to get like one raspberry, you got to spend $5 to get a small box of them to get one.
It must be
So it's actually an expensive endeavor to get the 13 fruits.
yeah. It means you got money to spare on it.
And then you got to get the rice. That's why we donate rice in the Philippines for the new year. But we're going to go eat seafood. What we're going to do this year for Christmas, James and everybody's welcome to join us, is we're going to go to a really nice Asian seafood buffet for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to go watch maybe Avatar. I think Avatar, the new movie.
Fire?
Yeah. I think it's going to be the dominant movie out for Christmas Day.
You've been watching that every
year. So I think it's going to be the only movie that is going to be out for Christmas. And then you got to have money, chocolate, or gold coins, right?
gold
So
coins.
to tell them everything we're going to do
Gold
for
coins.
Christmas, New
That
Year's.
would be good coins.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Chocolate only. We don't have gold coins. It's expensive.
And we have fake gold coins because we're poor.
I will get rusty.
We do use those gold-colored dollars, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have to open up all the windows. Why do we open up all the windows? That's a cue for you.
Did I say windows?
Yeah, you said we have to open up all the windows.
No.
Yeah, you do. We have to scare away the bad evil.
Oh, you know, we're trying to make up sounds.
Yeah, and we got
Making noise.
glass jars full of coins, and we run around.
Depending the coins, it's supposed to be 30 coins, but we're using more on it.
And we run around the house with all the windows open, scaring away the bad juju for the new year or something, right? Or does the open windows let the good stuff in? I don't remember.
To scare away the bad one.
Scare
My
away.
mother-in-law just roasted up one pig and cooked one pig in the Philippines mountain for her birthday, and my father-in-law birthday almost same day birthday. Well,
That's nice.
It's hard to find a whole pig here.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Lorelai. Spying on David with camera. Oh, jeez, you hear that shit?
Yeah, James knows.
They cooked 2 pigs.
Look, wish
There
one. You wanna make a wish? Come on.
Hmm.
Come on. It's the law. Pull. Pull. Don't cheat. Don't be a cheater. She cheated. Yeah, she twisted it to win. She's a cheater. Man.
That's why I got you. You know what? You're the cheater.
Yeah.
I got the cheater.
Yeah. Doing the pork lechon, the lechon here in America is really expensive to get a whole pig. It's just, you're talking about, you could be pushing $500 to $1,000.
No, it's 800 to 1,000 US dollars. So it's 50,000 in the Philippines.
Yeah. In the Philippines, it's like $120, which is golden.
200.
Yeah, max, and that's the one with the seafood.
It's way too far. 200. The one in the Philippines is 200 here. The really big one. But here in America, it's $1,000 1,000 US dollar.
Yeah. So we don't make it. We just do pork belly lechon
It's
when we do.
It's possible to find 13 round fruits here in my part of the world.
Yeah, we should just have James send us 13 round fruits.
Yeah, we know that, James. You're in a warmer place.
Yeah, well, and he's at an international place.
They grow like.
Well, but they also just get a lot of stuff in. He's by the port.
Orange. Yeah.
Here, so we go with like an apple, pears, berries that we can find.
Need to wash the hands now.
Yes. Yes. What is it? Oh, yeah, wash that out because I got to put her new food. This is her food for this week.
Really?
Or you can actually don't need to wash it. I got to put this frozen food in there.
You want me to throw it or no?
No, just save it. No, it's fine the way it is. I got to put that in there. Because she's out. Oh, let me stand up. All right, read the chat. Read the chat for me.
What's up?
Everybody said hello to each other, by the way, if you haven't done it.
What's up? How's everybody doing? It's Sunday, almost midnight here at Taray. Musta guys? Kunsa ni? Si Boo Busman. Okay, Ra. Yep, okay, Ra. Gikan trabaho. Ang kamot. Ang pobre. Somewhere in the Philippines. Si Boo Bossman. So I guess it's a guy.
I'll ask him.
Bossman.
He's not the boss man. I'm the boss man.
No, he's Kira. David Lorelai doesn't look too thrilled about the movie.
Oh yeah, about
Asa dapit? Ako o ikaw asa dapit? Karon namin sa America. We're 11 o'clock in the evening here. Hello. And were you in Cebu? Dude, popping off with the Tagalog. He's using a Bisaya. Lapu-Lapu. Oh, she's in Lapu-Lapu,
Ah,
Maya. Yeah. We stayed there for,
We know it well, don't we?
yeah, the time that we got hit by the
Typhoon.
typhoon. Bisaya. Ooh.
Yeah, we know Lapu-Lapu very well.
Yep.
Lorelai's from Mandawi, but we know
Hello
Lapu-Lapu.
to the real president of the pack, Ken Stout.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging me.
Hello, Lorelai. Thank you for the thumbs up. Probably spelled wrong. Ah, it's okay. Again. It doesn't bother me as long as,
You think of me.
you remember my name. Good one, David. I can't different Tagalog and Masia. Ah, it's fine. Bisaya is more on Spanish. Sounds like that one. And Tagalog, I don't know. I'm not good in Tagalog. Yeah, seeing that David twisted wishbone to win.
Oh, Lorelai did. She's the cheater.
Hey, James, I know what you up for tonight. I have trouble spelling cat. I'm in the mood for tsunami. Shumai, shumai.
Shumai. I like shumai.
Oh yeah, I cooked one shumai. That's good.
I like the good ones though.
I know how to cook shumai before.
We
And
got shumai in the freezer.
I need to replace my curtain, but I don't know if somebody will help me.
Replace it or put the Christmas stuff up?
No, I need to put the Christmas curtain.
Maybe tomorrow.
Probably.
Maybe one of them can come and help you.
I'm in the mood for shumai. Is that shumai with the egg? With what kind of an egg is that? The
quail egg?
The quail egg. I don't like those. The one that
I
shumai
like
with the egg.
Yeah, I like boiled quail egg, but I don't like it. Maybe I was thinking of something
David like Toslo Bawa. What Toslo Bawa? What is that? Toslo? No, you don't know. What is that again? Toslo Bawa? Maybe no.
All I know is David is the most guapoest of them all.
Pig's brain. Ooh. Hey, he asked if you like pig brain.
No.
No.
I'm not a huge meat eater, to be honest. I don't like.
Is that the one you fried, deep fried? I think teriyaki, huh? Oh.
The only brain I like to eat is monkey brain, and you slice it real thin.
I like pig brain. Oh, Pat likes pig brain. I eat balut with my 10th son 2 days ago. You have 10 son? Huh?
I don't know. Ask them.
Dumaguete, did you have 10 children? That's a lot, man.
Yeah, Sweetbread. You remember the movie, right?
Sweetbread. Is this clean?
Yes. It's not very old. There we go. All out.
Is that a frozen one?
Yeah. I'm cycling it through.
10-year-old son. I see.
So is that John then?
No, this is Dumaguete. Is that John?
That's John.
John Balut?
Might be John.
Is that you, John Balut? What's up, Lorelai? Oh my goodness. I don't know what James up today. James, are you in a party today? Oh yeah, John Balot.
Told you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, John will eat anything.
He will. Dead or alive.
Jeez. He has really good stamina, huh?
Yeah.
Domageri, what is the most exotic food have you ate? Had you ate?
Have you eaten?
Had you ate?
I don't know.
Ate, not eat. Ate is past tense.
Eaten, because that's past tense. I don't know. I've eaten, snails. I've had gator, snake. What do you had?
No, I got bats.
Bat,
Snake.
snake. I've had snake, rattlesnake, frog,
Yeah, frog. It's
buffalo, exotic.
yeah, buffalo.
I've always wanted to eat camel.
Goat.
Goat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goat.
It's popular in the Philippines, but it's not exotic.
Yeah, I saw that thing where a lot of people are lying.
Wild turkey.
Yeah, I've had wild turkey, rabbit.
Turtle is really good.
I had turtle when I was a kid.
I eat raw beef, kidney
Yeah,
with salt.
yes, he does.
I look like zombie. Wow.
We've seen him do that.
Dennis, 100 pounds. Dennis ate 100 pounds Colombian.
He did. He likes the Colombian.
100 pounds. That is so sexy.
He likes the Colombian gold, man.
That's why, Dennis, that's your appetite. I'm talking about exotic food.
That's what he's talking about.
I hear the lamb supposed to be good.
Lamb's good.
Yeah,
I think goat might be better.
I think goat is better than lamb.
Yeah.
It was I'm fine, Dennis. It is, I guess. You got that point, Dennis. 105 pounds. I was like me before.
Dennis is
right,
eating.
Megan?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm big. Jeez.
Dennis is eating those Colombian tacos. Dennis, do you like Colombian tacos? Is that what you're saying?
Brother Dennis. But it's cool, clap, thumbs up, okay. It was exotic. Man, Colombian, they're, I don't know. They're always look. I mean, are there still Colombian that don't have a surgery?
That's Dennis. He's the Colombian.
Because they always look like they either their lips, their boobs, their butt.
Lorelai is saying Colombian women have a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah, like the Korean. No, the Thailand also. More taste, less feeling. Exotic. More taste, less feeling. Oh yeah, I guess in the Philippines they're doing now too. You see those old celebrities? It looks like it's common now.
Because people want to look like me.
I told David, if you keep looking different, girl, I will going to surgery. Why would I do that? I just dump the guy that doesn't want me. I don't need to change my body. Hi. Hey, I got a question now, okay? Or maybe never mind. Just wondering about the Christmas.
Ask your questions.
Hey, Dennis, do you have an old LV purse? Can I buy? Maybe that will be cheaper.
Dennis is giving away more LV purses than.
Yeah, he got, I don't know how many he bought. Colombia was a gum shoe. Private investigator. Philippines. Colombo was a gum shoe.
Yeah, private investigator.
Yeah.
I made Lorelai watch some of those shows. She hated it.
Oh, I forget. Can I watch one more thing? Yeah, right, Megan?
Okay.
No, his line. I forgot one more thing, right? Before he go?
Yes.
See?
Yes. He always, he drove an Italian, or no, it was a French car, if I remember right.
Yeah, he never changed his
Jacket. He always wore an overcoat.
And his wife is a jealous person.
But she's never made it on the show.
Yep, because his wife said no. I bought a few LB pores, I know, as and boob jobs.
And boob jobs, purses and
I
boob
enjoy
jobs.
one more than the other. I bought a few LB purses and boob jobs. I enjoy one more than the other. Also, you pay for the surgery of their boobs?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. And he
Really?
enjoyed that more than the purse.
Oh,
Because he got to play with those afterwards. He didn't get to play with the purse.
wow.
This
You
live
need
stream,
to sign a contract. You'll be my 5 years girlfriend.
get
No,
return on
I
your
mean
investment.
I will pay for your boobs, but I need to play within 5 years.
You know,
And you can do whatever you want.
you got to get a return on your investment.
Body trap. Yeah, because that's expensive. I don't know how much in the Colombia now.
Probably nowhere near like America.
The same price of the surgery?
No, probably half.
Yeah. I think it's really hard, no?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Well, I have a butt and I have a big belly. Maybe they can put in my boobs.
Maybe Dennis will give you belly surgery money.
Yeah. That will hurt, huh?
Everything hurts.
105. Man, that was a long time ago. When I was in school.
I weighed 105 pounds one time.
Yeah. When you was sleeping?
No, when I was like 2 years old. Oh man.
That was like when the time that you went to coma, that's the one 100 pounds. Yeah. I never been going to go to eat.
Yeah, the coma was bad. I'm gonna do an update on that. I didn't do that.
Body trap. Yeah, Dennis has expensive exotic food.
Yes. He likes those Colombian tacos. You know, I'm thinking of tacos, Mexican food. I just got done watching reruns of Mad Men.
I mean, they're sexy, you know. They're pretty.
Tacos?
But they have this a little bit aggressive attitude. But they're pretty. Man, I don't like that smell. That smells look like can. Like a rusty can.
This live stream is brought to you by V8 Original Juice.
Can we go in there so that I'll add a little bit decor on my tree?
Give me a minute.
Give you a minute.
I'm tired. I had to work. See all the work I did? Where you been?
You don't need to. That is so smelly. It smells like a sardines.
Does anybody like V8 juice? I like
no, don't eat it. Don't. It's a sardine smell. You know, have you ever, guys? Maybe you're so rich you don't know what to smell the sardines, but that's the smell of sardines.
It's tomato juice.
No. Also, it means the sardines as a tomato.
Maybe you get the ones that have tomato juice in it.
No, it smells like sardines.
Because you can get sardines packed in tomato juice. Did you know that, right?
All I know is the sardines. So I think all the sardines has tomato.
Whatever.
I like V8. Wow.
Whoever said that, that's great taste.
I like sardines. I like these people. Some will like V8, some will like sardines. Well, I don't care. I don't like sardines.
I like sardines. Kind of picky about them, but I do like it.
Few LV pores. Wow. You know, Dennis, I tried to save all the money I have just to buy one purse. And you're buying all the purses plus boobs.
Plus, maybe he could save money by buying boobed shaped purses.
Hey Dennis, you don't have a return LV on you? Just the small one.
That's good stuff.
Jeez. Man, I can't wait to open my Christmas gift. I knew it, but I try not to really look at it so that I still have interest or
He just drools over it every day.
Yeah, I try not to open it so that I still have a suspense. And I try to open on a Christmas day. That's all my Christmas gift. And David tried to cut my birthday now.
No.
And next time when I do it, agreement, I told you I need to write it in a piece of a paper.
I gave you a budget for your birthday.
Yeah, that's a
And
separate
now
one.
you're wanting to double it.
No, that's a
No,
separate
I
one.
gave you a budget for your birthday. Your 40th birthday is coming up next year. I gave you a budget for the whole birthday.
Yeah.
And now what you're saying, oh, my gift is separate from that. No, it's not.
No, you said your gift is the budget. But why
No.
you're using my allowance to cover your...
Because it doesn't matter where the money comes. I don't care if we had $10
See?
million
See?
laying on
He
the bar.
trying to cut me.
No.
Where, you know where I came from today? It's Saturday. I got to go work to
No
make
matter
money.
where the money, even if Dennis gave you $25 million, your budget for your birthday is X, Y, and Z.
So why you need to cut my to use my allowance?
Because your budget.
That's if it's an English grammar, it's very wrong grammar.
Your
If
budget.
it's an equation of math, is not really.
It doesn't matter where the money comes from. The budget for your birthday is that, whatever it was we decided, which is a lot.
I don't
I'm
know.
just
I don't
telling
know.
you.
I don't like him. Because I was my plan like, oh, he's doing this from the budget. Then I total the month so I can still buy one of my birthday for gift. But
John says, sign a prenuptial agreement.
yes,
On dating first, get returned and break up. Yes, that's what Dennis needs to do. Then he can send them to Lorelai. One pie, much life. One purse, yeah, one purse. Yes.
sign a prenup of dating purse. Get refunded, get returned if you break up.
That's right.
Then use the purse for next date.
Yeah, give it to the
One
next
pie, much life. One purse. So how about the boobs?
Well, I'll let you smell it.
No, oh jeez. You think that's good?
Oh,
You were
yeah.
gonna the tomato makes him sick.
Well, there's other things in there. Just give her a minute.
You're jeez.
You're just a pig.
Oh, no, that's not good. No.
Oh,
Why you cut that?
I didn't cut anything. You misunderstanding. So what's the budget for the national government, right? What's the budget? The budget is how much?
The budget
Where
and
the
allowance is the same?
Where the money comes
The
from.
budget and allowance is the same?
Where the money
The
comes
budget
from
is
does not
allowance.
matter. Where the money comes from doesn't matter. The budget, you cannot spend more than $25,000 or $2,500 on your birthday. That's the budget. So I don't care where you get all of the tea.
Why you're taking my allowance?
I'm not taking anything.
That's what the allowance is every month. So why you cutting that on the birthday?
You guys understand that, right?
No, I don't like it.
It's like your budget to purchase a car is $25,000. It doesn't matter if you go to the bank and get the money, if you pull it out of the closet, if you steal it from your neighbor, you can't spend more than $25,000 to buy a car. You know? I thought it made pretty good sense.
So allowance is the budget now?
Yeah.
Yeah, your ass.
Your overall budget is 25. You can, whether you use your allowance or not. Lorelai's going to work on the tree a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
She's decorating the tree still.
Now we can have a birthday in a single dinner.
Why, your budget didn't go anywhere. You still got the same budget for your birthday. It's up to you how you divide and spend
That Christmas
and how to use your budget.
My allowance.
Oh, well. Nice tree, John says. It's not done yet, but she's working on it.
Where's that?
I think it's nice because it's kind of simple and clean, and I like that. I did all the work today while Lorelai was at work. I went and did it all, man. I picked out the colors. I put the ribbon on it, which you can't really tell. See there? I did all of that work today. Ken says you got a beautiful tree. Thank you. Looks nice. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you recognizing all of my hard work on that tree. I don't know what she's doing back there, but we'll shove it into the corner in a little bit, right where that ladder is where it goes. So, does everybody else have their tree up? Thank you, John, for recognizing my good work. I appreciate that. What? Hey, rule number one, husband always takes the credit. Because if it wasn't for us good-looking men, the women wouldn't have anything, right, John? It's just the way it is. If it wasn't for us. But don't put too much on there. Don't overcrowd it.
Something here, my love. Why you get annoyed?
No, I'm just telling you. John, you got your tree up? Pat, Ken, everybody got your trees up? Our house, when we're not having a Christmas party this year, but when we do, this house is crazy decorated. We got cases and cases and boxes and tubs full of Christmas crap. But this year, since we're so late in the season, we're not having a Christmas party and we're just keeping it mellow. Yes, life is good, Big John says. Yes, yes, yes. He's up there where the snow is now. No tree up yet. Wow, you got to get that tree up, man. You got to have a tree. The rule is if you don't have a tree, Santa Claus can't come visit you. That's what we were always told, right? Pat says, yep, I got to work on it. I know it, I know it, I know it. I sure do. We got to work on it. You'll get there, Pat. You know, holiday season in the Philippines is kind of cool because it lasts forever and they do a really good job with it, and other Asian countries also. But, you know, I got to admit, I'm one of those people that would be okay not decorating. Lots of work doing stuff. Took my son swimming today. I saw that. I saw you guys went to the local gym. And I saw he got to play with an old-fashioned radio today. Good job, James. James says, Lorelai, you just better stop picking on David. Good job, James. Oh, you're my favorite, James.
Jeez. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering now. James has a girlfriend? Somebody's typing in there for him?
No, he doesn't. I know he may have a whole bunch of girlfriends. I don't know, but that's him typing. I know his typing. He's just telling you how it is. Somebody's got to put you Filipinas in their place.
Gee.
Ken says, hello to you, Patrick. How are you? What's going on? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Dennis, good night all. More taste tests. All right, Dennis. We appreciate you, Dennis. Everybody,
What's that? His exotic.
you got to go eat your Colombian taco.
Wow.
So, Dennis, we appreciate you. Everybody say goodbye to Dennis. Elvis is back in the house. Good to see you. Was here last night. How are you? Thank you for the thumbs up. I hope you're doing well today. So, yeah, we're working on, well, she's working on the tree. I'm sitting here. Oh, but I was watching reruns of Mad Men. If you guys don't know that show, you know, from years ago, it was based in the 60s about advertising executives on Madison Avenue in New York. And the one I just watched a little bit ago, the star was in California in this is like 1962. And I guess these rich people were all trying Mexican food. He went to dinner where Mexican food was the new, exciting thing. Good morning, Ken. Elvis says he's doing good. He says, man, you are looking good. You're one good looking man. I know. Quality checks, taste tests, do McGetty, Big John says. Doggy's asking, why did you say it 4 times? It's a good question, Doggy. I don't know. Ask him. But I thought that was funny how these rich people were trying Mexican food in 1962. And it was like a big, they were trying to figure out how to eat it. No, you do this. And because they never, it was just kind of funny. Where's she at? There she is. We'll spy on Lorelai. I haven't checked the weather, but I think we're supposed to get some snow here coming up down the road. I'm just playing. I'm such of a bad guy. No, I think you're all right. I know you like to be. I know you like to play a bad guy on people's channels.
Who?
Doggy does. But I know you're really not a bad guy. But I know you like to play one.
Well, it's a kind one at first.
Patrick, are you ready for the cold front moving in this next week? Yeah, you guys are supposed to be getting some colder weather, right? And I think we may get a little bit of snow event ourselves here in my part of the country. But Ken and Patrick live in the same state or close to each other. Maybe not the same state, right? Indiana. Yeah, maybe. Elvis says bye bye. All right, Elvis, good to see you. We appreciate you. Enjoy your evening, your night, your morning. Gur and Burr, Ken says. Accurate. There you go. I'm always accurate. I may look dumb and I may not be a smart man anymore, but I know what's going on in the world. All right, Elvis, be careful. Have a good night. I understand things better than most people understand them. And I don't get riled up or bent out of shape about things. I don't take anything personal on the internet. Yes, Pat and I are fairly close. He's in Columbus. Yeah, I just had to remember, I just had to think for a second if Columbus was in Indiana or what's the Iowa, but I realize it's in Indiana. So yeah, you guys are fairly close to you. It's a few hours away, I guess, right? But you're both in the state of Indiana. Not Rutherford again, but we're gonna get more snow. Woo-hoo. That's why I would never live in Indiana, man. Too much snow, too much cold. I understand. I don't understand. There you go, my friend. Ohio, yeah, Ohio, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Ohio, that's right. That's right. That was on my brain. I have a weird squishy brain from my coma, and sometimes the way I
So I don't need
associate
to put
things,
this one.
I don't like those. And not on that tree. What you have going on the tree is a bunch of round and smooth textures
See?
and shape. All right, put it on there. And then she's going to put things that aren't. But it's her tree. She can do whatever she wants. The second place team tonight, Ohio. Yes, that's good because I really don't like Ohio State. Never been a big fan of them. I always thought they were cheaters like Michigan. Ken says, you guys are great. I know, I know. Lorelai's not bad either. So, but seriously, you got to think about this from,
Oh shit! What the fuck?
hey, no cussing. You got to think about this. If you have a bunch of round shapes, if you put something that has pointing shapes on it, it's a contrast. So they don't flow. Soft doesn't go with harsh. So if you got a bunch of soft things, you need soft things. If you're going to do harsh, you need to go harsh. It's just the way it is. You got to have things balanced, not only in color, but shape and size and texture. But I don't know. And to be honest, I really don't care how it is. I mean, I don't. I like my wife's round shape and soft. See? John knows what I'm talking about. Round and soft is good. Soft is really good. Smooth, like a baby's butt or like a coconut butt. Is coconut butts? What am I thinking of? copper tone, like a nice tan butt, smooth, creamy, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because coconuts aren't smooth, are they? They're kind of hairy, right? So maybe nobody would like a hairy coconut butt. Or maybe you would. I don't know, man. But that's my theory about things. Everything should kind of match and flow together. I'm not a big fan of contrasting anything.
You look like you're the one who decorated on it.
I did decorate it. Look. Oh, why you put? All right. John says I did a great job. Pat said you did. I did a great job too. See, this is what the American husband does. We supervise our women folk, right? We're the leader of the pack, right? I am the leader of the pack. Just, and look, Lorelai has really big balls. See him? See him? Look, Lorelai's got big balls. She's got the biggest balls of them all. See? All right, move my arm. You guys can see those? She's got big old balls hanging from the bottom of that tree. Pat said, listen to older guys, but it just goes out the other ear. Well, and that's all right. If, what I'll tell you is if you're not somebody that things sink into, just don't bitch and complain. You know what I mean? And don't, because we know a lot of people, and Pat's right, older, old people got old for a reason, right? And older people usually are smarter than younger people, without question. Yeah, sure. Looks good. But a smart person listens to the other. The advice we give DB to the younger guys. Well, a lot of the younger guys don't want to listen to advice. To be honest, here I'll tell you. Younger guys don't think they need advice. They don't want to listen to advice. They don't want it. They don't need it. They think, and they don't care. So.
That's done now? It's like that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all done. So, Pat, that's one thing I've learned over the years being a teacher. Is a lot of young people don't want to hear it. But then what I find interesting is young people don't want to hear it. They don't want the advice. They don't want the wisdom. They don't recognize the value. But they sure do bitch and complain a lot when it goes wrong. And then they come knocking on your door going, oh my God, I didn't know she was going to rip me off. I didn't know I should have done A, B, and C. So, but it's just funny. I was the same way. I mean, when I was, young in my 20s, I knew everything. I mean, absolutely everything. Now, today in my 30s, I really do know everything. But I didn't want to hear words of wisdom either, Pat. And that's just the way it is. When young people ask you, they're usually just being polite. They're trying to make the old person feel good. So, well, and I do this all the time to like Lorelai. She's way older than I am. I ask her all the time, hey, what do you think? And it makes old people feel good. That's why I do it. So that's how old people need to be validated. Ain't that right, Mama?
Nobody will screw that
Well, there. Why don't you move it then?
See? Put in there.
What?
Put in there.
We have this.
Maybe we'll put the lights up and that's it. I'll put the train on the bottom.
What do you mean? I'm trying to listen more. I'm not too. sound that way, just to be transparent, honestly. I'm trying to listen more, and I am not too sound that way. It's just to be transparent and honesty. Well, I'll tell you what I do know. A smart person knows when to listen and take something to heart and when not to. I used to tell people all the time, look, you listen to everybody and you take pieces of what you hear from people that will work in your situation, because only you know your true situation. So you pick out those pieces that truly work in your situation for your personality, and you combine those with others, and that's your action plan. So that's why I learned to listen to so many different people. I would ask all kinds of questions to all kinds of people because I would get little snippets of information and go, that one I like. That one I can actually use. That one means I don't have to conform or change the way I am. So a smart person will listen, but it doesn't mean taking everything and using everything. And what I tell people is, look, if you want my advice, I'll give you my advice. If you don't take my advice, then I don't want to hear you bitching and complaining about the problem.
It's not too wide, huh? Like the other one?
What?
The new tray is not too wide?
No, it fits pretty good back there. Yeah, the other one's bigger, right?
Yeah, it's wider.
So we have 2 Christmas trees. It still needs a floor cover thingy, a soft skirt.
I think I'm missing a towel.
Probably out in the garage.
I need to put the tray. I need to put the skirt and put that one.
Yes. Pat agrees. 87-year-old dad says, trust nobody. I agree. Trust nobody. The key is you do got to trust yourself.
I trust my husband, even he don't trust me.
And you have to.
But now I don't trust him now because he cut me allowance.
But I don't want to hear, if you ask me, say, hey, I'm really interested in buying a car and I need some good advice. If I sit down and explain to you what I know and share with you, and then things go sour and you didn't listen, I don't want to hear you bitching and complaining that you're in trouble or that you overspent. I told you your budget should be 20 grand and you go buy a $50,000 car and now you can't make your car payments. I don't want to hear it because I told you not to do that. I'm not to look for attention. I say from my heart, hey man, yeah, I understand what you're doing. I have no problem with people being who they are. I think the most important thing you can do, doggy, is just be who you are. But I do think a smart person sometimes keeps quiet about who they are. I'm one of these people that run off at the mouth and I'll tell you exactly what I think. But I'm also smart enough sometimes to just kind of.
You think I'll put my train or no?
No.
Why?
Because it's the wrong type of train. It's a kid's train, and that looks like a fancy tree. So the style's wrong. David says no, and no means no, Big John says. But there are times when it's best not to say something. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do, the smartest person in the room is one not talking, is just listening. And sometimes you got to let people live a delusional life. It's one thing I've learned, especially here on YouTube. There's a lot of people that are delusional on YouTube. They think this, maybe they think they got a wife and they've never met the girl. They believe this girl, whatever. They're delusional. They've made up a fantasy life behind the keyboard because they don't like who they are. They don't like how they behave. So they've come up with an imaginary keyboard warrior person or persona, right? They're living a lie. And sometimes, and I recognize it, I can pick it out pretty quick. But I've learned, hey, if you want to lie to yourself, And I know a lot of a lot of people on YouTube that are just lying to all of us. When they come on here and they chat and they tell us shit, it's a big ass lie. I know it. And you can choose to call them out, or you can choose just to let them run off with the mouth and make a fool out of themselves. I say crazy stuff just to raise the heck lots of times. Well, and that's a good thing. I think stirring the pot is something I enjoy doing. I like to, make people think. I don't mind I don't mind lying out my ass. I tell people all the time here on YouTube, I lie like crazy, but it's my channel. I can lie all I want. So, but it's all done in fun. But you have to ask yourself, if you're one of those people out here in YouTube land who's feeding all of us bullshit, who are you really doing a disservice to? You're not hurting me, because I don't care if you're lying about the job you have, or about the house you have, or about the girlfriend that you don't have, or the cars you have, or the boats you have. I don't really give a shit if you have shit or not. I don't. So who are you lying for? Who are you trying to impress? You're trying to impress yourself, because you're usually miserable with the way your life has turned out. So when you hear a bullshitter, that's what their problem. The problem is them. They're trying to impress themselves. And just recognize that. And a lot of times it's better not to call them out. Just let them run it amok. Let them feed their crap, because we all know it. We can see through the smoke screens and go, yes, that guy's full of crap, but whatever.
No, my dad.
What? What'd you do?
It's too bright, huh?
What is it? Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't muddy up your tree. That's correct. I say that all the time. Trolls are people that want to run off with the mouth. They would never speak to me in person the way they do on the internet. Now, when they come on my channel, I rip them apart and make fun of them anyway, because I enjoy trolls. I have a lot of fun with them. I'm not scared of them. But we all know in person they wouldn't have the balls to do it. And you got to just call them out. They're keyboard warriors. Those are trolls. So there is a difference between trolls and people that are just full of shit. So there are the YouTube people that are just full of shit. They're lying not to be a troll because they're trying to be impressed themselves. And then there are people that try to be trolls. I do think it's important to be.
Oh, I think the skirt is in the other tree.
Oh, yeah, probably. Well, then just leave it off if you want to.
Huh?
Open up tomorrow.
I have the only red skirt, which is not.
Oh, I thought we had that white one.
Yeah, we have the white one in that bag of Christmas tree.
All right. But I do think it's appropriate not to pick on lesser people or people in general. My mom would say, liars go to hell. That's right. They go to hell, and on their way, they're going to jail. I don't think it's a good thing personally to pick on women or to say things to girls. Even if the girl is a little nut jobby on the internet, I think we as men ought to rise above sparring with female YouTubers. I don't think we ought to sexually approach them, talk dirty to them. I think that's just beneath us as men, right? We're better than that. Men are better than that. We don't have to try to flirt with them and gross them out or scare them or anything like that. That's just beneath us. And I think it's okay to show respect for other people like that. So I'm kind of big on that. I don't think it's necessary. And I want guys, especially guys, to realize it's okay. My dog is pushing me. My dog is trying to get in the blanket and push me around. It's past the dog's bedtime. So I do think it's important for men to step up and be decent men. There's nothing wrong. There's not going to hurt anybody on YouTube or in the world, in the workplace, anywhere, to stop and just be a decent person. There's no, you don't, nobody's an asshole. Everybody chooses to be an asshole, just the way it is. When things go south, I go quit. Don't make it worse. I agree, John. I think it's more of our job as good men to raise people up, not tear people down. I'm kind of, as you guys all know on my channel, I try to pump everybody up. I listen, I give advice, but I want to encourage everybody to do the right thing and live a good life, be happy, whatever it is in your world. So I think as good men, if you're a good man, then you should try to pump people up, make people better. It's kind of like I take the whole concept of being in nature. When you go out hiking in the nature, you're supposed to leave nature better than you found it. We should try to leave people better than we find them. And I believe that. And I used that in my teaching and my consulting business for 25 years. My goal was to leave people in a better place than the way I found them. Hans and Franz, yes. I remember them. I remember them. So that's part of my advice. Because I think the only person you're hurting when the creeps come onto YouTube and they're hitting on women and they're being creepy, the only person you're really bothering is making yourself look like a creep boy. It's only you. Nobody else is going to think more about it. They're just going to go, oh yeah, there's that guy comes on and he's always creeping on the women. That's why we don't have any respect for him. It's one of those things. Indians Open. Indians Open. I'm not for sure what that means. I know what Hans and Franz was. I got to seafood on my mind. Seafood boil. We're going to go eat seafood for Christmas Day. Lorelai, I think, is working Christmas Eve. Hopefully they pay her extra. But Christmas Day, our big plan is this. We're going to go eat at a Asian. Jeepers Creepers. Oh, yes. I remember Jeepers Creepers. It was a good movie. And they did two of them, right? Jeeper Creepers. Something about your peepers. And how they take the eyeballs out. But we're going to eat seafood on Christmas Day. We're not going to cook this year. We're just going to go to this restaurant and eat. Some dudes, people from India, say open to buy. They want to see something. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the internet that do that. A lot of people try to hit on the girls or make suggestions. And I don't know, maybe what I'll say, it's kind of like alcohol. The internet is kind of like drunk people at a bar. So, when you go to a bar and you get drunk, how your, huh? How your ambition is covered because you're drunk. The internet's the same way. Internet's the alcohol. So these people that they know they can't get in real trouble, nobody's going to smack them in the face. They're going to get out there and maybe they're sexually repressed, but they're just creeps, But they are going to go onto these channels and try to do this because of whatever issues they have. But the internet is that safety net like alcohol is in a bar. So, but what I'll say is you can't do anything about that. The YouTuber herself has to handle that. Now, if you're on her channel as a support, remember, I know a lot of you guys want to put trolls in timeout immediately. I have a different philosophy. One, the more chats you get, it helps the channel. So take an opportunity to try to retrain the troll, the bad person. And if they can't be retrained, and then you put them in timeout. But take a minute and try to retrain them on how to be appropriate on the internet. Because a lot of people don't know how to be appropriate. They're wearing those beer goggles or the internet goggles. It's a safety net. So just keep that in mind. Very crude. You're right, DB. People getting high off emotions. Yes, John. Pet bro, yeah. But Bai can handle herself. All these girls can do it. They don't need your help. Let them deal with it. If they ask for your help them out. But a lot of these girls bring it on themselves. Now, right or wrong, I don't know. What do you think? So, right or wrong, yeah, I think it'd give it a little touch of color. Question on chat on a live stream, how much impact do you think it has? A lot. I think it's very important. I would give it uh, extremely high priority. The more chat you have, the better it is. Now, and I'll tell you, there's a form. I don't know what the formula is, but I'm sure there is. But the more chat you get, the more responses you get, the more people that comes in. So the more chat you get, that's why I hustle for chat. Because YouTube will go, oh, well, this is a live stream that's active and busy. I don't think emojis works. One emoji, hey, whatever. Emojis don't count. YouTube doesn't care about emojis. They want chat. They want a conversation. And if they see that, they will push out, John. They will push out your live stream more. Yeah. And then if you get a super chat, YouTube goes, oh, this is even better because now since you got a super chat, I get a super chat. YouTube thinks that because they get 30%. So that's why they're like, oh, this is a very active live stream. The odds are going to go up that this person is going to get a super chat. That means YouTube, gets 30% of that super chat. So it's all business motivated, driven on live streams. It just is. So don't discount chats. I hope that helps. But emojis, I don't think works. YouTube goes, that's kind of like the fake subscribers. But I I see things all the time going back to the girls' channels. If they don't want creepy men creeping on them, then just dress differently. There's a lot of them that this is their moneymaker, which is okay. If I could do it, look, if you guys would give me, if you girls or guys on here, if you guys would give me a lot of super chats and I ran around in a without my shirt on, I would do it. If I could get money running around without my clothes on, I would do it. So you can't blame the girls for wanting to do it. But I do, do I like it? No. Will I go there? No. But you can't blame them. So they know what they're doing. So when the creeps come on, you can't get really, ooh, there's one of my Santa Claus. I collect Santa Clauses, by the way. So when the creeps come onto a channel like that, you really can't get mad at the creep because the sign on the door said creeps are welcome. Or you can put a sign on the door that says no creeps are welcomed. It's up to you. It's up to the YouTuber. Now, creeps are welcome to my channel. I just never get any. Nobody wants to see me naked. Old Saint Nick, yeah, I collect them, John. I got, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 of them. So it's kind of one of the things that I collect. Old Saint Nick in the house. But Ken, you know what I mean? So if you don't want creeps, then put the sign up that says no creeps. Otherwise, shut up about having creeps. Don't bitch and complain that guys are creeping on you when you're showing a lot of skin on the internet. What are you going to do? It's like that going to the bar. The internet, YouTube's a bar scene. It's a bar scene. If you're out there in your tank top shaking your big ass booty, drinking a bunch of liquor, well, you got a bunch of creeps hitting on you. Just it's the way it is. Creep in if you want, baby. Woo-hoo. I was asking about emojis due to I see a lot of channels that get upset over them. Well, it is spamming. YouTube sees multiple emojis as spamming, and a lot of times they will get timed out. But we don't really get any credit. But one or two emojis if you use it in a sentence, not a big deal. But if all you're doing is emoji after emoji, YouTube doesn't really care for that. I don't do it. I don't you know, people can do it. It's just not going to help me at all. It's not going to help my channel at all. Plus, I think it's lazy. I find it a disservice to be that lazy on somebody's live stream just to drop a whole bunch of emojis. Skin flicks, Pat says, true. So YouTube looks at that as spamming because you can have a spam bot that does that to drop the emojis. But writing a sentence, typing out things, it's not going to be a bot. Moderator reflect of the person live streaming. I am guilty of a bad mod. What do you mean, doggy? Explain to me a little bit more what you mean. Moderator reflection of the person live streaming. You're supposed to reflect the needs of the live streamer. Is that what you're saying? And you're saying you've been guilty of being a bad one because you haven't done enough as a moderator to help support. So I think a lot of people believe that. I have a different philosophy. Reflection. Okay, reflection. So am I saying it right, Pat? Are you guys saying supposed to be reflecting how the streamer is? Not your own personal wish, but the wish of the host. Is it YouTube that takes action, or the mods, or the creator? All right, Pat, thank you. The creator. So here's how I do it, Ken, and I really am this way. So he's asking, is YouTube that takes action, or mods, or creator? About this now, if it's a spam bot, YouTube, the algorithm, the computer behind the scenes will go, hey, quit spamming. If it's a bunch of that, so YouTube will do part of that. But that's why a lot of the creators say, hey, quit doing that, don't do that, because it's not helpful to them.
Okay. We don't need to remove that one, or we just put this one?
What is it?
No blanket.
Well, you could probably use it. Now, as a host of my channel, here's how I do things. Ken, and maybe this will answer the question. We have a lot of moderators, blue people, but look, to me, being a moderator doesn't mean anything. Why I let people be blue is so if they want to drop their link without asking me permission, they can. I know there's enough people out there that if we truly get a bad person, somebody's doing the race baiting, if I don't catch it or I can't handle it, they can step in. But on my channel, I want to decide before we time somebody out. So I don't want my moderators jumping on my trolls until I say so. Because I may want to milk something out of the trolls. I may want to use it as a teaching moment, a teaching lesson. So Pat knows this. He's been around a long time. He knows this is what I do with trolls. So I don't want to kill the trolls immediately. I want to wait until I have to put them in permanent timeout. So that is up to me. I don't want my mods just jumping into it. What? I don't know. I'm thinking it worked. I say some bad words and I am a moderator. I think it makes a live stream look bad. I agree. If I'm blue, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. So if you're blue, you should be respectful on the channel. I agree. It doesn't mean that you should take a leadership role or anything like that, or a higher calling. But I agree, being a moderator should mean a little bit of role modeling and appropriate behavior. I totally agree with that 100%. Ken says, I'm not a smart man. Well, I don't know about that, but that's just how I do it. I like my moderators to behave and to be polite, and they help. They all kind of know what I want. I don't want to kill the trolls. I want to keep the conversation going. I want to teach, educate, learn, and see if I can't convert trolls into followers. And I have. I got, a nice big handful of people that were trolls that follow me on a regular basis now. So you can convert them instead of killing them. But there is a line that if they cross, you just got to put them in timeout and leave it there. So
That one is bad.
no, all right. We can get the other one out tomorrow, so it's bigger. So you have more surface area. So yeah, I think it's
I
okay.
need to put my ring there.
The red ones?
In my ring there.
Maybe. Patrick agrees. I feel shameful not to say bad words. That's good. You should feel shameful. Well, but that's where maturity comes in, doggy. You're a man, right? So you need to be man enough to control yourself. You need to be man enough to stop and think before you type.
You think that's simple this one? There's a lot of
Yeah.
paper on it.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're doing
Or we
tomorrow.
need to wait the.
Yeah, the thing is down. The Walrus is in the house. Yo, Dave, good to see you, my friend. How are you, Walrus? How are you? What's been going on? Thank you for the thumbs up. But doggy, at some point, we got to take responsibility for ourselves and say, look, I'm just not going to be that person. I'm going to be better than that. And you're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And if you can't control yourself, then people are going to see you in a negative way. So, doggy, let me ask you this question. Do you think people see you in a negative way when you're on live streams? And if they do, that's probably because of what you just said, right? Hello, brother Tony. Good to see you from Pat. Pat's in the house too. How are you, my friend? How's things in your world? So, if you know this, doggy, as a man, if we know we're doing something that is inappropriate, that's wrong, that's not wanted, then we shouldn't do it. We should be man enough to say, I got to do better, and then do better.
Shit.
This is Tony. All right, Tony. And you changed your name. All right. Because you wanted, not that Tony, a different Tony. Because you wanted to be incognito. All right. That's okay. Brother Pat, hello to you. Tony, it's good to have you. I haven't seen you in a little bit, so I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the thumbs up and coming. And you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. But Tony, I appreciate you being here. I haven't seen you lately, so some way they may think. But it's up to us as men to act like men. You can either act like a child or not. It's up to you. You can be perceived in however you want. It's up to you. You can be perceived as a creepo, as a bad guy, as a bully, a good guy, a leader, a mentor. It's up to you how you want to be perceived, not only by yourself, but by others. I think that's what we have to do. Absolutely, Ken. Lay it on us. Another question. Absolutely. Are we men? Are we mice? Are we men or are we pieces of turds? Are we turds? That's right. Are we men or mice? I think it's more, are we men or are we just pile of turds? Do we do things that we do because we're hiding behind a keyboard? Like at a bar. We go to a bar and we're drinking, we get away with all kinds of shit because nobody knows it's there, right? And we're going to go home and never see these people again. Yes! PMP. Joyer in the house. Been a while since I've joined a live stream. Well, you've came to the best live stream on the internet. I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't care what anybody else says or how many subscribers people have. This channel is the best live streams, period. I'm just going to tell you that right up front. What are the thoughts on changing your name? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm a little irritated with YouTube. That's right, Tony. I'm a little irritated that YouTube has changed all of our names to our Google name. That's irritating me. I don't like it when you change your name on your channels. Just don't do it. I think branding is important. Be consistent. Now, if you pigeonhole yourself into such a small niche like David's train world, well, that's going to give me only an audience focused on trains. So maybe I want to change that differently so that I can get a bigger audience and I can bring them into my train world, right? So, but other than that, I don't think bouncing around with all kinds of different channel names is a good thing. Oh my God, your wife just took a body out of that box. uh, I know, man. There it is. You know, a 5-foot Santa Claus. Doggy says, my pop is weak and tolerant. You tell me how it is. Well, yeah, I'll tell you how it is. Because to be honest, I've been doing this all of my life. I've been mentoring people all my life. And I will tell you what I think. And if you don't want to listen, don't listen. It's okay. It's on you. But it's truly on you. It's on me when I don't listen. And trust me, I don't listen a lot. Oh, phew, it's a Santa. I thought it was, well, yeah, you never know in this house what it could be.
Really?
You never know in this house, anything. We do have a big freezer, by the way. So you never know what we keep in the freezer. I think it's important for us to be honest, and because there's no reason to really not be honest in our thoughts. Let me get caught up. You saw the big balls hanging on the tree? I know. I showed them earlier. Those are Lorelai's big balls. You see them? She's got the biggest balls of them all. Remember the song? Joyer says, I think having a general name and doing whatever has worked for if you want to do other kinds of content. Like my name brings the community of the band I like. Okay. Well, and I think what you can do and this is what you have to figure out about your YouTube channel. What's your goal in your YouTube channel? Is your goal to only have a small audience and have a good time with it and talk about trains, model trains? Well, that's going to be a small community. But if that's what you want and that's what you enjoy, then hey, that's great. If you want to do another YouTube channel that talks about, 5-foot Santa Clauses, you can do that too. So it really is up to you what you want your channel to be and how you want it to be. ACDC reference, it is. That's right. Ken says, I'm asking because the homies wanting to know if I'm going to go to Kingstown Live in 2026. Oh, you're talking about, well, I would get rid of 2020. I wouldn't put the year in there. Here's what I'll tell you from a marketing standpoint. I'm sorry, Lily, my dog. You need to do things that don't date you. So, for instance, I've learned this the hard way. We made a lot of mistakes doing our channel. Quit, Lily. So, for instance, you got the option of doing things that are what we call evergreen or not. Evergreen is something that has no dates and it doesn't pin you down. If I do a movie review, that's going to pin me down to the Terminator. So only people talking about the Terminator in 1996 are going to give a rat's ass about the Terminator. If I do a video about that. If I do a video about immigration stuff and I don't put dates in it, then people will keep coming back looking at it time and time again. If I do a video about the shoes, the New Balance shoes that I've done and got 50, 60, 70,000 views on, it's about the shoe. It's not about the shoes I bought in 2021. You see what I mean? So personally, I wouldn't use a date at all. I would just say Ken Stout Live. No date. Take that off. Because why would you want to date yourself? Because now everybody is going to know everything you did in 2025. When they're in the year 2026, they're not going to care about anything else that you've done. Because that's old. It's been there, done that. All of my live streams, people go back and watch because we talk about things and it's not dated. They don't automatically go, well, this is really old. Tony says, believe it or not, my first band was ever called the Monkeys Without Balls. That's funny. Monkeys Without Balls, man. That's pretty good. You like the Terminator reference? So I wouldn't date your channel, your name, or anything. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put a date on it. I just wouldn't do it. It's evergreen means that people will keep looking at it, and it can always earn you money. Because who wants to hear about something that happened in 2021 or 2022? Nobody gives a shit. It's like all the videos that we did about the pandemic, it's all dead and over with. Nobody cares. Nobody watches any of the videos that we did about in the pandemic. It's over. So everything that has the word pandemic, nobody gives a shit about. Ken says, good points. Thank you. Sometimes sometimes me smart, but that's what I recommend. I recommend just doing that and moving forward. Because, that's my advice. I hope it helps. I hope it helps. And we've done movie reviews and we like to do movie reviews, but we just know they're not going to go anywhere. They're worthless to do. Doesn't do me any good. I don't really like to do a lot of videos about current news. I mean, I did one today about the whole dual citizenship thing, but we've done a lot of immigration videos, but I never put a date in it. I just talk about dual citizenship and what this is proposed. Ken says, with the new YT way of doing things, will they automatically assign a number after my name if I remove it? Well, that's going to be the problem. I think you're going to have to go into your Google name and change it, right? Because now they're using the Google address, the Ken Stout Live, and same with ours. Our YouTube channel is called The Adventures of the Philippine American Couple, but that's too long. So my Google address is Philippine American Couple because that's what would fit. So it doesn't represent our channel 100%. If you can go into your Google email or your name and change it, then it should show up the way it's supposed to be, or the way that you might want it to be. If you say things nicely, I think admit you're nervous and just go with it. You have no signs of nervousness mostly. Me, I'm not nervous. I've been a public speaker all my life. What I tell people this, in public speaking, you got to realize, if you say something wrong or inaccurate, people only know it if you tell them, oops, sorry, I screwed up. And sometimes you need to do that to correct your pathway. But a lot of times if you're talking, if you mess up, nobody's going to notice you mess up. So you just keep going. But yeah, I don't get nervous public speaking, even in real public. I've spoken in front of 5,000 people or more. So I'm okay. But it is okay to admit if you are nervous public speaking, to admit it, but take a deep breath. You just got to remember the key to public speaking is knowing your audience. Who are you talking to? To public speak, just go with whatever. The Scotty B show's in the house. How are you, my friend? Everybody say hello to Scotty. Everybody say hello to Scotty. But the key to good public speaking is knowing your audience. And I would do this. And one way to do it is you kind of just got to know who you're speaking in front of. When I was doing a lot of private consulting work, I looked at what company I was going to. If I went to a big company and I had a room full of people, employees, I didn't know who they were, I would quickly assess and ask them, well, who are you? What do you do? Who are you? Let's introduce yourself and tell me all about yourself. So I would know if I'm talking to executives and I need to use highbrow words, or if I'm talking to real frontline workers and I can talk like a real person, because I'm going to get across to people in different manners. I say to myself, I am nervous, whatever, go man, let it rip. There you go. Do McGetty, hi John. Big John says hello to Scotty. You okay, Lily? What's your problem? I think you got to be a little careful about running, what I call running off of the mouth. And you guys all know I do it a lot. But I'm kind of used to running off of the mouth, and I can come up with shit like nobody. My wife says I can talk to a brick wall for 3 hours and not have a problem. So Ken says hello, Scotty. Good to see you. Scotty says hello, Big John. But if you're nervous about public speaking, The key is to do it. And if you are really nervous, maybe somebody will invite you to come onto a live stream. We can invite people on this platform. If you ever want to do a co-live stream with me, let me know ahead of time. We can plan it. I can send you a link that you can click on to come up and split the screen with me. And you can try your public speaking on a safe format. Somebody who knows how to get you to talk. I know how to ask questions and do follow-up questions and dig a little deeper. Because the key, and I do this, as you guys all know, I talk to you guys on the chat continuously. I read your chat. I want to get you guys engaged with each other. I want you to feel comfortable enough to ask questions and to chat and to talk to one another, not just me. That's what makes a good live stream. A good live stream is interactive. A bad one is where somebody just sits there and talks and they don't acknowledge anybody in the chat. John says, I never spoke in public. I'm an old man. Now sometimes I rip one in. Oh, John, I rip one in public. I thought the best way to do public speaking is picture all the women naked. It doesn't hurt, John, Scotty. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, man. I am very diverse and nervous. I can do a meeting and tell 20 workers I say what I say. I am what I am. All right. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being who you are, but I think you got to know the situation. You got to read the room. If you want to, because the question is, what do you want to accomplish? Is my goal just to be me? Or is my goal to accomplish A, B, and C? And that's where life is a big act. We all got to figure out what we want and how to get there. Isn't that option only on the phones currently? Yes, that's correct. So only on the phones. Now, I'm not for sure if you could do it on your desktop because I'm going to send you the link to like Messenger, right? So I don't know if you can click. I think you can. I think you could, if I send you the link to join the live stream ahead of time, you can go to your Messenger or your email and click on it and open it up on a desktop. I think that can be done. Doggy says, you're talking good. Thank you for that. The meek shall inherit the earth, inherit the coffee maker. I know, man. I'm trying to be the meek. Well, that's all right. But that's what you have to ask yourself. What is your goal? We all have a goal. My goal is to make a YouTube channel big enough that I can make some money on. I have no qualms. I'm not here to make myself, well, maybe to feel good. I'm not here for some higher calling. I'm truly here to try to make something so that we have money in the future. Honest to God truth. That's why I taught. That's why I did private consulting, and that's why I do the internet. I'm not shy to tell you point blankly. I'm here for the money. I haven't seen any money yet, but I'm here for the money. Depends on what you're using. Let me get here. Scotty says, depends on what you are using for the live stream. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm using the iPhone currently. I know if I started on my desktop, I can't do that. But I think I might be able to open it up if somebody invited me on my desktop. Because I think we've done that before. I like seeing others' advice. I do too. I like to learn from you guys. That's why I do interactive teaching and consulting work and live streaming. Because as we discuss topics, I learn also. So you guys are going to chime in and tell me things I don't know. And hopefully you can learn a little bit from me and from one another. I would agree. I think what Doggy, what you're saying is some interpersonal is nice in a meeting. I try to be transparent. I think that's okay, but it depends on what your role in the meeting is and what the meeting is. Is your role in that meeting to be a leader? Then maybe you need to be more driven on that side of it. So maybe they don't need to know much about you, but about the task at hand. Because meetings are miserable. Ken says, oh, that might be worth looking into. Money, money, money. That's why I'm here. I mean, if you're using StreamYard or other, yeah, StreamYard's a totally different animal versus just doing a live stream on YouTube like this. Absolutely. There's other streaming platforms that are different too. Absolutely. But sometimes it's not the right venue to be used. Sometimes you need to be the leader or you need to be the IT expert. There's been so many times that I've literally been the subject matter expert in my world. I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to be the expert. I'm there to back up the leadership team of that company. They paid me big money to come in and to be the expert, to be an outside influence, not everybody's buddy. There's times that I go in and I'm everybody's buddy. You got to know your role and your goal in meetings. YouTube will pay money. Wow, yeah, no, well, we're still waiting. We've been monetized, but we're still waiting, man. The intent, yes. Ken's using the OBS and Zoom. Yeah, I used OBS a couple times. I didn't really like it. Zoom, I used it in meetings, but I don't use it for this type of stuff. Sometimes I use StreamYard, but I use just YouTube. I find it works just fine. If I want to do a community thing, I can do StreamYard or I can do live streams this way. And I kind of like doing live streams like this. You can also do these horizontal, so they don't got to be vertical. If we go out like to the zoo doing a live stream, I can have the camera the different way, so you get a bigger picture. OBS, yeah, you got to be smart to use. It's a great job. Yeah, I tried it and I didn't really. And maybe it's the fact that I couldn't get the hang of it, so I didn't really use it. I will say this: I thought OBS was a little overcomplicated. I thought it had too many bells and whistles that you could do. It kind of muddied up the water, and I like things simple. Just use hand gestures and have a nice attitude and not take things serious. I am not to be mean. I say, hey, I hear you, bro. I understand. It's a job. That's it. And of course, we can't take anything personal on the internet. Don't do it. If you get offended by something, there's a problem with you. Look, I've had so many people try to attack us over the years. I think it's funny. Never offended me. I did like playing with them and having like a cat with a mouse. But other than that, I don't take anything personal. When I was teaching and my student was being a butthead, I didn't take it personal because it's not me, it's them. When I had a bad client, I didn't take it personal. I tried to turn around because they were paying me big money. And if I couldn't, it's not me, it's you. Ken says, Scotty B says, I get by and thank you. Yes. Ken says, oh, it can be for sure. Yeah. And I don't like that. I like clean, it's simple. It's kind of my style, as you guys can tell. I like to be more real, not so polished, I guess. I am trying to polish my act up in my office, as you can see. I've kind of changed my camera angle, my lighting, my positioning to try to do a little bit better, having more of a studio feel in my office. Here, it's just the house. We're just out here hanging out doing turkey work. Scotty says, StreamYard, in my opinion, is the easy. Oh, I agree. It is the easiest. Oh, I didn't know their prices went up. I don't use them very much anymore. I use StreamYard every Thursday night for almost 2 years. Never had a problem with them. Easy peasy. I think it was going to be $20 a month back then. I don't know what it is now to get the paid, where you got more than 20 hours a month for free, right? So the thing was, on StreamYard, you get 20 hours free, and then you got to pay. I didn't know they got bought out. So right now, you're trying to teach somebody how to use it in Minnesota. Well, that's good, man. That's good. I think passing your knowledge on is a wonderful thing. I really do. Maybe if you have John Wayne voice, it might, yeah. If you have a really good voice, it helps. And I don't have a good voice. I recognize that my voice has become damaged over the years. I used to have a really deep voice that could be very loud, but the doctor told me since I spent so many years lecturing and talking that I've strained my vocal cords beyond repair. So I know that I don't have a good voice, and I wish I did. I wish I had a James Earl Jones type of voice. If I had that, my channel would blow up and I would be really cool. Instead, I'm not. Honestly, I've been doing this coming up on 5 years, and I really have no plan on what I should do or anything. Well, the question is, Pilgrim, uh, Ken, what do you want to do? Just do what you want to do. I think that's the look. There's a lot of things we could try to do, but if it doesn't come naturally to you, then I think it's not going to work. I think about a lot of things I could try to be like a lot of other channels, but it just doesn't come naturally to me. And it would be way too much work and not worth the effort. So instead, I just do what I do. And if people like it, that's great. If they don't, well, then I suck. I just used StreamYard first time in a while the other day. Their updates are really, yes. I did see, I used StreamYard about 3 months ago. They got some cool bells and whistles now. I agree with that. My voice is very deep. Pat, you hear I talk to Pat one on one. Nice. That's good. Just deep, not very deep. Okay. The weird thing is, we don't know what our voice sounds like. Do you know this? I would love to know what my voice really sounds like. To me, my voice sounds like a whiny little bitch, right? But I don't know how my voice is perceived because we cannot hear how our voice really sounds. It's impossible for humans to do that. Pat says, I am here. Again, honestly, no idea on what I want to do. Like I'm doing what I do, but I'm all over the map. Well, I will say this. I do think the shotgun effect is not a good effect. We've done that. We did that in the beginning. We made so many mistakes. So I've kind of done a shotgun effect too, hoping something sticks. We do travel videos, we do food videos, and that's where I have a channel or we have the channel that we call the Adventures of, because that allows me to incorporate all the weird shit that I've tried: cruise shipping, fishing, traveling, shopping, eating, decorating. So our niche is our adventures. Now, I will tell you, I do think we're pigeonholed. If my channel would be called Adventures with David and Lorelei, it would have a larger appeal versus Adventures of the Philippine American Couple, because that pigeonholes us to the Philippines and America. John says, the more sleepier I get, the sexier my voice is. All right, I don't know if your wife agrees. Doggy says, Pat, what my voice sounds like, be honest. Drunk, dumb voice. Scotty, I think it really depends on what the subject matter is and how much you know about it. Okay. Until it sounds like Earl Jones. Okay. Pat likes that. OBS, DaVinci, and live streams. Yeah, I've looked at DaVinci before. We use Filmora for video editing. Some golfing and driving. All right. Well, those are very small targets. You sound okay, DB. Does he sound like a butt wipe or does he sound okay? But Ken, so you're about golfing and driving. Man, all right. Not to be mean, but how many people are into golfing how many people is going to watch you go golfing? You're not Tiger Woods. You're not on the tour. And or like if Dennis was here, he would tell you we have a female YouTuber that's quite attractive, Dennis says, who's a golfer. Now, that channel is really popular. One, apparently she's a decent golfer. And two, she's easy on the eyes. So that golf channel works. But how many people watch you play golf or go driving? I like driving videos, but I think they got to be done the right way. And we do driving videos too. Ours just kind of suck. Pat, don't dodge the question, answer it. You sound okay, I said. Sounds okay. I have done World Tour, yeah, Phil Mora, and I like some of the effects. Yeah, I just don't like the fact that they want to nickel and dime you. I bought it a long time ago, and they want to nickel and dime you to death. Okay, Pat, describe my voice. Just tell him it sucks. Tell him he just sounds like a little whiny girl. Just tell him that. Pat, just to make it interesting and fun. Just say, Doggy, your voice sounds like a little whiny girl. I will get back to you on that. So yeah, it's but what do you want your channel to be? Are you okay? I mean, we would really like to turn this into a moneymaker. I don't know if it will ever happen, but that's my goal. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that. That's my focus. I will get my research adept and look up that. Yes. There's my views, your world. How are you, buddy? Good to see ya. How are things going? Are you still in the Philippines? I watched some of your videos the other day. Pat says it sucks, man. There you go, doggy. Sounds dopey, not ill, nasally, all nasally. So I don't know if it's so much your voice, but about your pronunciation. Mine's pretty bad since my coma. My pronunciation's not good because my brain is squishy and I get confused in my head. But I do think you need to learn how to when to go up and down in your speech. Everybody saying hello. John says the algorithms, yes, they are tricky. Come on, Pat, light it up. I have a face for radio, Scotty says. Don't we all? You know? Oh, I think it would be cool to make some money, but I am real. Well, it is cool, but it's not easy. I tell people all the time, look, if you're going to try to make money on YouTube, it's like hitting the lottery. The best you can hope for is enough money maybe to make an internet bill once in a while.
Look.
Oh yeah, because it's extremely hard. Now look, if you got a big pair of boobs and you can wear really tight clothes, well then you can make a lot of money in donations. You're not going to make anything in AdSense, but you can get a lot of idiot guys to give you money. Doing good, still in Angeles City. Leave for Thailand on money. Nice. Good job. And you guys haven't subscribed to each other. You guys all need to do that. Off to Thailand. How long are you going to be in Thailand? Do you need to play on people's habits? Okay. Maybe you have good jokes to laugh about. All right. Comedy is a great thing. And thank you once again, My Views Your World, for being a member to the channel. We appreciate that. We need all the help we can get, man. My Views Your World. Good guy. Good guy.
This member?
Huh? Ken says, My Views Your World, hello and good afternoon. He has some good videos if you want to go to his channel and see what the Philippines is like. Pat is typing, Scotty, to make money on YouTube, you need sponsors. You do, Scotty says that. You do need sponsors. Now, and we've had sponsors over the year. What I don't like is you can try to sell stuff. Like, I get a lot of companies approach me and say, hey, we noticed that you wear hats. We're going to give you some hats and we want you to market our website to buy hats on. And we will give you 20% of every sale that comes through your channel. So that happens a lot. I don't do it much at all, but that happens a lot. Gins is another question. Bring it on, my friend. Now, we get a lot of companies that see us on the internet and they send us merchandise for free and I review it. A lot of times I don't even put it on social media. I'll tell them what I think. So we got both spectrums. We got people that want us to do videos about their products, and then I got people that just want me to tell them what I think about their product. So they'll send me something and I'll write them back and say, well, here's what I think. No worries, Dougie says. No, you're all right, Dougie. So you can also try to make a little bit of money hustling on like Amazon reviews and things. But donations are the real way to make big money. If you get a corporate sponsor, I try to get one for tropical shirts and I haven't had any luck yet. I've been trying to get a sponsor for tropical shirts. You mentioned connecting to each other. What are your thoughts that join while they're on live streaming and you call them out and thank them just as the stream ends and connecting goes away? Let me reread that. So I understand mention connecting to each other. What are your thoughts on that join while you're live streaming and you call them out, acknowledge them, I'm sure what you mean, thank them, and just as soon as the stream ends, the connection goes away. That's because it didn't stick, because they didn't do it right. Ken, what you have to do, and I try to encourage all of you guys, don't subscribe to me now. It doesn't work. You need to go to my channel. You need to watch a video, make a comment, and then subscribe and hit the alert bell. If you got people subscribing to you on your live streams, it's not gonna stick. YouTube said, nope, it's not real because they didn't go there to your channel. You got to tell people to do it the right way. Go to the channel, watch a video, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That's how it works. Otherwise, they don't stick. I will tell you, we're about 4,100 subscribers. Over the years we've been doing this, if everybody who ever subscribed to me I got credit for, we'd have about 15,000 subscribers right now. Pat Pop, not sure, Ken says, if I worded that correct. Did I answer it correctly though, Ken? Scotty says, what are you doing awake so late, Dave? Well, one, I haven't done a late live stream in a long time, and we're doing the decorating, or Lorelai's doing the decorating. I'm just supervising. So I thought, what the heck, we'll do a really late live stream since we haven't done one in quite a while. So I'm here for you, Scotty. That's what I'm up for, man. It's looking for you. Ken, you sound like a weirdo. Now, Ken's not a weirdo. See, and that would not be a good thing to say, that somebody sounds like a weirdo. That would be inappropriate. We don't say somebody sounds like a weirdo. That's one, it's not helpful, it's not encouraging. We want to give encouraging words. We want to use positive words, not negative words. Weirdo is a negative word. We want to always try to use positive words when we can. Negativity equals negativity, positive equals positive, negative equals negative. Remember this, no matter what you do in life, no matter what the situation is, if you can put a positive to it, you're going to get a positive result. If it's a negative, you're going to get a negative result. John says, can a sponsor use your tax deduction? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Scotty knows that one. I don't know, John. I know it's a business transaction. Ken says, yes, I am. That's right, Brother David. Pat likes that. I thought of that actually, Ken said. Okay. Okay, don't let the internet go to your head. Don't write a novel. Yeah, no, well, he's asking questions, and how you learn things is asking questions. There is no stupid question. Ken says, do you think people sub to, yes. Do you think people sub to see only, no, I don't think people sub. Look, I'm going to tell you this about subscribers. I don't think people subscribe to people because they like the channel or they like your shorts. Not because they like it and they want to follow you. That would probably be less than 1%. If 1% of your subscribers subscribe to you because they like you and like your channel, that's probably the number. If you get 10% of all the subscribers that will come back and see you on a regular basis, you will hit the lottery. People subscribe to your channel in hopes you will subscribe to their channel. Scotty says, cool, David, we should do we should anytime you want. I'm happy to do it. Scotty, you name it. I mean, we can do it. Happy to do it. Ken says, yes, thank you. Oh, absolutely, man. So don't get hung up. I mean, and what I tell people, one thing I've come to realize, it's not about how many subscribers you have, it's about how many views you get. Now, granted, if you have 100,000 subscribers, the odds of getting a whole lot more views go up versus 10,000 subscribers. But in the beginning, we want to get views. It's not about subscribers, it's about views because YouTube will push you out if you're getting views. John says if they sponsor you, they might be able to use you as a tax deduction. Yeah, it would be a business expense, right? You got to go through the business process and you got to give them your social security number and all of that stuff, John. Absolutely. It's for the taxes. Well, I guess you're a business expense, but a tax deduction, I don't know. Yeah, business expense. That's correct. Because it's a business deal, it's a contract. They're going to pay you whether it's merchandise or money, right? So when I've had companies reach out to me about selling their product on my channel, yes, it comes with a business contract. Ken says, true, good point. Sorry, I'm an ignorant person in my time in life. I feel shameful to disrespect you, Ken. Doggy, thank you for that. Ken may not be offended. I'm just kind of teaching you what I think and how I see it. I take every opportunity as a learning lesson, a life lesson, learning. Don't send a paragraph though. It's okay. If you're asking a question, it's okay. It doesn't bother me if it's a real question. And he's doing fine. Remember, we are independent contractors. That's correct. You know, I'll tell you a funny, when I did my taxes last year, my tax service said, hey, you're taking deductions on your YouTube channel. Okay? But you're taking such of a beating, the IRS is no longer going to see this as a business because you have such of a gigantic loss. They're going to convert this into a home hobby, and therefore you have no tax deductions. Because I lost so much money on my as a YouTube business. So none taken, no offense taken. I am horrible with wording most of the time. It's all right. We all figure it out, man. No one is going to read a paragraph. I don't read it. I like blah blah blah. Okay, but the comments usually aren't meant for you. So you're a guest on a live stream. If I'm a guest on a live stream, I read everybody's comments, but the comments are more towards me. It's my responsibility as the host to read and present the comments and to try to engage in a dialogue. So he's not making comments for you. Nobody is. I mean, there are going to be like you and Pat chatting back and forth. Those are comments between two people. Then people make comments for the whole general audience, and they also make comments directly towards the host. Scotty, does YouTube take taxes out when they? Yeah, they do. You got to pay tax. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They take taxes out. Not only do they take 30%, they take taxes out. I get a W-9. I think is what it is. I get a tax form every year. That's why. That's why the IRS said, "Hey, look, you're sucking so bad at your YouTube business that we're not going to call it a business anymore. We're not going to let you take off all of this money and you're making $2 and claiming you lost $25,000. So it's going to be converted over to a hobby." So yes, YouTube sends me a 1090 is I think is what it is, right? Or W9, whatever it is. They send me that. Yes. Like someone just says a ripper paragraph, I think they should use shorter words. Well, you can also, right, and you can also bust it up into multiple comments. So you can basically make one sentence and then do another one. So you can do multiple comments, which is good for the chat. It makes your chat count a lot higher. So that's good. But yeah, I pay taxes on the $2 I make on the internet. That's why they told me, man, you suck so much, no more. No more, man. Just wait it is. We're going to convert your business to a home hobby. I'm going to watch it honestly. All right, good. All right. But that's what it's all about. If you want to be successful, and I know we all do, then you gotta figure out your own niche. When I do StreamYard live streams where I have people up on the panel, I try really hard to give a chance for each one of my guests to speak. So much so that if Scotty's on there and Pat's on there and maybe the professor, I make sure everybody gets to speak. I'm the referee. There's a question out there. Ronald gets to speak. Pat gets to speak. Everybody gets to speak if they want to say anything. I try really hard to do that. And I do that on this by reading everybody's comments and trying to get everybody to engage. Scotty says, I don't understand why they take out taxes. I've been an independent contractor for a long, long, long time and never had a company take out taxes. I always just paid the taxes in the end. Well, maybe you're right, Scotty. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking at it. Maybe you're right. Maybe they don't take out taxes. I pay the taxes. Correct. You're right, Scotty. I'm sorry. I get a 1090 form or a W-9. Maybe it's a W-9. So I get a tax form. I put it in my taxes, and then I pay taxes on the revenue. You're absolutely right. They do not take taxes out. I'm so sorry. I was thinking about something else. So yes, YouTube does not take taxes out. I put it on my tax form. I pay taxes on the income. So that's it. So everybody, Scotty's right. I'm wrong. First time in my entire life. Just don't tell anybody. But you're right, Scotty. Sorry about that. Tiggy says if a dude does a ripper paragraph, really, I'm not hating, but I'm like, whatever. Well, then don't read it. If you don't, if I'm on somebody's live stream as a guest, if I'm one of you guys, there are plenty of times that I don't read the chat. So it's okay not to read what people put up there because you can tune in and tune out as you will. If you're one of the guests here in the background, right? And you get busy, you got to go get a Coke or a soda or go to pee or whatever you got to do. It's okay not to read everybody's chat. If let's say, for instance, if John, you know, if I didn't like John's comments, I could just choose to skip all of John's comments. If I was a guest, I just wouldn't read what he's saying. Is it? Yeah, it's a 1099. All right, that's what it is, Scotty. Thank you. I know they take out from the Philippines now. You get a 1099. Yeah, we get a 1099 here. That's what I think it's a 1099 form for YouTube. So exactly, and then we do the paper. Huh?
1099, that's for business.
So what? Right.
Yeah.
That's what we get, right?
Yeah, if you have a business, look like the stock, something like that, that's
Yeah.
1099.
Right. We get the 1099 for the YouTube stuff and for like stock investments and things of that nature. So you're right. Wow.
Your life is in the finance.
So you're right, Scotty. You're exactly right. I am neutral, Dougie says. Great. Scotty is right. Yeah, he is Scotty. He is right. He's right. He's smarter than me. I never said I hate Scotty. You never said I hate Scotty. Nobody ever said you hated Scotty. I don't know where you going with that. Never said I hate Scotty. You never said I hate Scotty. Well, Scotty doesn't think you hate him. Why would you think Scotty hates you? Scotty's not worried about whether you hate him or not. He's okay, trust me. John says, me know nothing. Life is good. There you go. I believe they take out taxes from the Philippines starting a year. Yeah, I don't know what they do with. I know that if you earn money in the Philippines, the American government want their taxes. And I know I read all of this a long time ago, Scotty, about how you got to pay one of the two countries, either the Philippines or America. There's a tax agreement between the Philippines and America for people making money, for Americans making money in the Philippines. There's an agreement. and I don't remember the agreement, but I know you either pay whichever is less. So if the US government is less than what you would pay the Philippine government, you pay the US government or vice versa, if I remember right. But it's been a long time since I read that tax code. Doggy says no because you criticize Scotty. Why did you criticize Scotty? That's not very nice of you. But no, Money mentioned Scotty a little. It's all right. I think I think you were talking about Ken, but that's okay, Doggy. Nobody's worried. You're all good, man. No worries. It's all good. Lynn has to fill out the tax form now for them to take out taxes during. Yeah, yeah. In the Philippines, they're clamping. They want their share. They've realized how much money there's to be made to the government, and the government wants their share. But for her, she's a Philippine citizen. You and I, as American citizens, if we're working in the Philippines, then there's a system where either we got to pay the Philippine government or the American government. I just don't remember exactly how it is. What? Looks good. Scotty says, it's okay, doggy. I like being criticized. He's used to it. He's living with a Filipina. He's used to it. We're all used to it here, man. We don't sweat the small stuff. Doggy, that's one thing you got to understand. Most of us don't sweat the small stuff. We don't. We just let it roll off our backs, and we just keep going. And so most of us don't take offense, and we just don't stress and we don't worry. So it's all you're doing fine, doggy. Don't worry about it. All good, Ken says. I am very neutral, so I'm not that guy. My guess is you pay where you live full time. No, it's different than that, John. I read this whole thing one time, and it really talks about there's an agreement between the United States and all these different countries, but each agreement is a little different. And with the Philippines, I really think it had something to do with you pay taxes on whichever country you would owe the least amount to. I don't know. There's something about, or maybe it was you paid to the United States the higher amount, and they pay the Philippine government their share. There's something in there about that. And Scotty says, move to the Philippines so I can have more Filipino headaches. Yes. Jose's in the house. Good to see you. Dropping by to say hello. Everybody said hello to you. Very pretty. Be careful of that lamp, though. Jose's a good follower, been around forever. There is not a hater here. No haters around, man. That's good. Life is too short to be a hater, right? Nobody cares. Yeah, John, I think that's that's what it is. It's yeah, there's something going on. I just don't remember. You can Google it, but I did one time because we were going to do some business in the Philippines, blah blah blah, and I studied it, and I just can't remember exactly what it was. It's been a long time. Well, let's be honest, Filipino just never paid U.S. taxes from YouTube. So YouTube says, okay, we'll just take it out from you. That's it. That's it. Hope the lawyer don't cost a lot to do the taxes. Yes, I know, man. Crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, I know in the Philippines, it's been like a free for all. But they've talked about the last couple of years how they want to tax YouTubers. And then, of course, the new rule about filming in public. I don't know how that's going to affect the tax situation. I don't know if that, Scotty, you're in the Philippines currently. Do you think the new rule about filming in the Philippines has changed anything that came out this year in 25 about how you're not supposed to, without permission, film anybody in public? Do you think that has changed anything or affected anything? I know for us, This year, when we do the rice giveaway, our Rice for Life that we collect money for and we buy rice for the new year, we're not going to live stream it. I'm not going to have the people in the Philippines live stream the process that we go through with all these people that we hand out rice to. We're not going to do that this year. We're not going to live stream it. John says, my wife taxed me in a different kind of way. My wife just trying to tax me more and more. You know, I give her money every month. She has a big budget. Now she wants double the budget. She tries to twist the words. Yeah. Telling you, no, I'm not. It's the same budget. Well, I understand, John. It's sometimes when we tell a joke, there's a lot of reality behind it. Scotty, cool. I'm just seeing doing paragraphs. It's a big red flag. I think Scotty is cool. Very nice. If someone turns you in, they will come after you now. So you don't want to do walking streams anymore. Okay. I knew that was going on, but I still see some of that. I mean, My Views Your World has done some of those. So if he's still hanging out with us. And I've seen other people, but I've also seen other people work hard not to do it. To kind of, when they do these outdoor live streams, they're working hard not to get people in the live streams. But I would agree with you. If somebody complains, maybe they come after you, right? Not that my words mean anything. Words never mean anything. No, words mean everything. Words are powerful. No tax, no representation. That's right. You don't pay your taxes, you don't get any benefits. When you're married, the only way to get benefits is to pay that tax. And we all know what we're talking about. I'm just telling you. Words are powerful. The pen is mightier than the sword, remember? So, bully pulpit. Uh-oh, Lorelai's hanging up more stuff.
Where did you put all the? Was it supposed to be all here?
I haven't touched anything.
The batteries?
The batteries are in the office where they belong.
You touch it. It was here.
They go into my closet. They're in my closet.
Oh, you're supposed to put it.
See, my wife is taxing me batteries now. Scotty says there's still people doing it, but they just don't want to take the chance because the penalty is blacklisted. Holy crap. We'll get some batteries tomorrow. Doggy says, have you ever been a victim of discrimination? Absolutely, sure have. Absolutely. Without question. Yep, I know it very well. Yeah, and I don't think, but but Scotty, does the same thing go for Philippine citizens, versus expats, or visitors? And then it's kind of like, I understand why they're doing it, but but I think it's kind of sad because it's kind of like when we go to Disney World or we go to the lake or the beach and we're doing videos, you're on vacation, you're a tourist, you're doing stuff. John says that was a tariff kind of tax. All right. Oh my. It's real. I mean, Scotty is okay. Scotty is okay. I've known Scotty a long time. He's all right. He's a good guy. I don't know about Dumagetti there, John. I don't know if we can say Big John's a good guy or not. But Scotty's a good guy. So the law's been on the books for a long time, but they never enforced it. And so now they're doing a selective enforcement, this kind of deal, right? If you piss somebody off, they will enforce it. Other than that, they're not going to bother with it. All right. I believe that. Yeah. Kind of makes sense. But that's why I'm happy about living in America or being in America. You can, if you're out in public, there's no privacy in public whatsoever. John says, great Scotty. Great Scott, Scotty. I think everybody has probably been discriminated against one way, shape, or form or another. in their lifetime. I really do. I think it's even my dog's been discriminated against. Other dogs look at my dog and go, "You're crippled. You're crippled. You got a club foot. You're crippled." So even my little doggy's been discriminated against. She's not invited to, it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? Not invited to play in the reindeer game. I'm trying to remember the thing. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, his nose was bright and shiny, but they thought he was strange, so they didn't let him play in the reindeer games. So even Rudolph was discriminated against. Doggy says, "Some dude sold me weed. His name was Scott. Are you sure? You sure his name was Scott?" Because if I was selling you weed, I would tell you my name was Doggy. I wouldn't give you my real name if I'm selling you drugs. Say, "No, no, no, my name's Doggy, man. Here, take this quarter ounce." So as a foreigner, I just do what they say, can or not worry about it. Yes, I'm in there. I'm in their country, so we just gotta follow their laws. I agree with that. I agree. Don't try to, we can't impose our own Western ideologies on a different culture, a different country. It doesn't work. And there are a lot of YouTubers that do that. They try to do that. There's a lot of expats that live there that try to force the Philippines to be the way they want it, or Thailand, or Japan, or Jamaica, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Now that was good. John says, "Ditch weed. I told a hooker my name was John." That's good, John. I like that. That is funny, John. Hydro or something. Yeah, you know. Oh, that's funny. That is funny because if you didn't know, the dude is referred to as a John when hookers pick him up. And John's name is John. So there you go. At least he's being truthful and honest right up front. You know. Maybe you could tell the police officer, "Hey, no, I'm not a John just because it says it on my driver's license." Doggy says, "I never bought a hooker. Give me an award." Did you ever take a girl out to dinner, Doggy, and then take her home? Isn't it the same thing? Here you just tell them your name is Joe. That's right. "Hey, Joe, back from the military. Hey, Joe." Now, when we were in the Philippines, I never hear the word Joe. Nobody ever called me Joe. They just stared at me and looked at me like, "Oh my God, what the hell is that?" But nobody ever called me Joe. Oh my goodness, it's so tall, so wide. So fat, So, but to be honest, I think the term Joe is the younger generation doesn't know what it means. The kids now in the Philippines, they didn't grow up with the military there. Some way hooker subject. Hey, hookers got to make money too. Don't discriminate against the hookers now. They got to make a living too, just like everybody else. Nothing wrong with that. Really, Scotty? Really? I wonder it's because maybe you look like military? Uh-huh. Yeah. Maybe it's because you look more military. Me, I just look like a fat guy. So maybe I don't look military, so they don't call me Joe. But you look, you're more military-ish than I am. So maybe that's the difference. All they do. Much it will wear around. Well, I know, but still. Big John says, "Hey, no tax on hookers." Yeah. No tax on the hookers. No tax on overtime. What if the hookers get overtime? Do they get overtime pay, John? Yeah. Have you been to Nevada? Is that what you're saying, John? That you ran down to the bunny ranch in Nevada and they didn't charge you tax? I wonder if it is tax in Nevada. Do you pay tax on that, John? Can anybody Google that? The Duma 20 want 20. I wonder. Do they charge? Now, I know you're not supposed to charge tax on services. So it's only supposed to be tax on goods. Ken, thank you. We appreciate you. Good to see you, as always. Well, my truck driver also calls me Joe. All right. Well, maybe they think your name is really Joe, Scotty. Maybe for some reason, they think your name is Joe. Well, I don't know. Pay them double time. There you go. Well, and Ken has a good idea. It's after 1 o'clock here. So I think it's time for us to wind this puppy down and get off of here.
Ken don't want to be missed on the thing. That's why he called it out.
Mm-hmm. Time to go to bed. Relax. We got
11 o'clock.
Yeah. We got a busy day tomorrow. So let's end this live stream. Lorelai wants to see the tree again.
Yeah, it's not. We need to put
We got more work to do for Lorelai's Christmas tree, but that's her Christmas tree. We'll show you guys the house when it's all decorated, all right? That's the Santa Claus, the tree, some presents, ladder. Kitchen's not ready yet, so. Scotty, we appreciate you. Yeah, let me know. Be happy to do it, man. I'll even take a bath, look halfway decent on the camera for you. John says, I only dated one Filipina. I'm too scared to get in trouble. Life is good. Pat, thank you for being here. Doggy, thank you for being here. John, Scotty, James, Ken, Dennis, all the Colombian hookers that Dennis knows. Everybody, thank you all for being here. Take care. We'll see you guys real soon.